Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this live stream, we are going to be watching the match that is going to be happening between the Hurricanes and the Western Force, the first match of round 3 of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. And yeah, I do see that we've got a whole heap of people in the chat. I hope you are all excited for this match because it should be a very exciting one. Many saying that the Western Force are the most likely Australian side to be able to get a win. And the Hurricanes, they are in great form at the moment, scoring a lot of points in their last 2 encounters with the Rebels and the Waratahs. So we'll have to wait and see what is going to be happening in this one. But yeah, I hope you are all well. We have got Eska Roy in the chat. Also Millie. We've got Jeet and also AJ Cook, Reyes in there, Tanya, Crazy NZ, Joseph, Scrumlass. We have got you guys all in here for this match on a Friday night. Max as well. Luke Bailey is in there and Henry Samuel. So yeah, at this stage, we are only probably around 3 minutes away from kickoff, which is extremely exciting stuff. Hey, Hamish, how you do? I am doing well. I have actually, because of the fact that we hit that 2,200 subscribers, as you can see, I have got the stash out for this match, paying a bit of homage, perhaps, to Jeremy Thrush, the lock of the Western Force. Maybe he will be able to get himself a try in this match. But at this stage, they are showing the starting lineups. I will show you guys exactly who is going to be playing. We will start with the Hurricanes, and straight away you will notice that Julian Savia, the bus, he is getting a rest for this match. Instead, it is going to be Wes Houston on the right wing, and it will be Salisa Rayasi on the left wing. Now, he had 6 clean breaks, 18 carries, 172 metres carried, and also 9 defenders beaten in that first match. So it will be very interesting to see if he can have that happen in this one as well. Then you've got the midfield combination of Peter Umanga Jensen and also Nari Laumape. Now, looking through the forwards, you see Gareth Evans in the number 8 jersey. That is instead of Devon Flanders, and he would have been loving to play at this match because of the fact it is at his home ground, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, he is missing, and also a Safa Moa is going to be starting in that number 2 jersey, and Dane Coles is not on the bench. Instead, it is going to be Ricky Riccatelli. I will read all the chat in a very short moment, but first of all, we will be looking at the Western Force lineup as well. Now, you will notice Richard Kahui moving into the centres to pair up with Kyle Godwin rather than out on that right wing where he was. Instead, it's going to be Tony Pulu who is going to be there, and also Jordan Olawafela is on the other side. But a very strong 4-pack for the Western Force as well, and they are one of these sides that just seem to be able to hang into a match, and they could have an upset here depending on how it goes, but they are also showing that the Hurricanes, 100 points in their last 2 matches, over 100 points indeed. So it is going to be very exciting. Actually, I think my maths, if it's correct, they're on 99 points. 1 point away from that Hundy. But then we also look at the benches, and you will see Artie Savia is back for the Hurricanes. He is back earlier than expected, I believe, which is good to see that he will be back. And also someone else who is back, Vinsasso, is going to be coming off the bench, as well as Billy Proctor, who has scored himself 3 tries throughout the earlier stages of the Trans-Tasman competition. And then also returning for the Western Force, it is going to be Tavita Kurandrani. He ended up with a suspension in the match up against the Reds, which was, I believe, a 3-match ban. But he is now back, and it will be very exciting to see him come off the bench as well. Right, we have got 15 messages in the chat. We have got more cake in there as well. Hey, how have you been? I've been pretty good overall, although my internet has not been. It has been a bit of a struggle to get it going for this live stream, but hopefully it does stick around for the rest of it as well. It is going to be James Dolman who is going to be kicking this one off. Or sorry, he is the referee. Jordy Barrett's going to be kicking this one off. And we have also got congratulations for the channel growth as well, says Scrumlass. Thank you very much. Where's the game played? It is being played in Napier for this match, which is pretty awesome. They are showing Jeremy Thrush. Tell you what, his mustache is a lot more impressive than mine. That is for sure. McLean Park as well. And I made a Jordy Barrett and Argentina Papa as well, says Tommy. And we have got bullet commentary from Fiji, says Joseph. And we have also got in there Liam. But we are 5 seconds away from kickoff. They are showing Alex Fidel. And now we are getting underway for the first match of round 3 of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. And it's going to be Jordy Barrett kicking this one off at McLean Park. I am going to rotate my light a little bit so that it's not shining on the screen. But it's taken nicely there by Kyle Godwin, who runs hard at the line, but he is dragged down. And straight away, Walker Leawere trying to get over that ball, not quite able to. Inside of the 22 at the moment, Tamani now hitting it up for the Western Force as well. And now it is going to be Kubeli. Now, no sign of Jack McIntyre, I believe his name was. Or maybe Jake McIntyre, sorry. He ended up with a very bad head knock in the last match against the Highlanders. Now it's going to be Jordy Barrett with the ball in hand. A little bit of an awkward kick in behind. And tell you what, Nari Laumape is lining that one up. If it bounces up, he's done a kick round Rob Carney, but it's gone too far. and Ngāti Laumape not quite able to get that ball. But tell you what, that looked dangerous from the Hurricanes straight away. A little bit of an awkward kick for Jordy Barrett for a start. Looked like it was just going to be going into touch for them. Rob Kearney couldn't decide whether or not to charge at Laumape, and Laumape getting a little bit too much on that one, kicking it dead. So now it is a 22 dropout as well. We have also got in there, no, bro, it's Ryan. Good evening. Welcome to the live stream, Ryan. And we have also got, do they use the force in the West as well? Says Morkate, not too sure what that means. And Lucas said Asafa Moa is a beast. He is indeed. I would be very surprised if he doesn't pick himself up a try in this match, because he has been playing phenomenally. I believe he scored twice in the last two matches. That one's been put down there by Domingo Maiotti, but that one has been cleared by Rob Kearney. Now, big boot, but it's gone into the hands of Auburn Ledger. Passes it across to Jordy Barrett, now firing it into the hands of Salisa Rausi, going to kick it on the left boot. And he has kicked it in behind, going to be taken that time by Domingo Maiotti inside of the 22. He is looking for the long boot downfield. Hasn't found touch, gone into the hands of Barrett now. 40 out from his own line, running crossways, trying to find a bit of a gap. Now it's gone to Wes Houston. He's got the quick feet, and he's found a bit of a gap now. Wes Houston offloads it to Peter Umaga Jensen on the inside now. Now he is driving forward 30 metres out from the Western Forces line, but that one has been almost turned over, but it is now a penalty to the Hurricanes. And now the big question also in this situation is, what will the Hurricanes do? So far, they have not had an attempt at a kick at goal for a penalty. They have always been going for the corner, and it will be interesting to see if they continue that into this game as well. I will quickly make it so that my scoreboard does update. Jordy Barrett going for the corner. The Hurricanes, they have got one thing in mind, and that is 7 points, and that is exactly what they are going to be going for right here. They're currently 2 minutes 30 through this match, and it looks like the Hurricanes are going to continue the way that they have the last couple of matches. Canes from Moorcake, and we have got, I'm hoping for the Force to win this, as well says Liberty. Riley has said, bro, go to the NZ teams, do you remember me? I do indeed, mate. And we have also got, it's morning here in South Africa, and I'm at work. I am listening through my earphones while working, as well says Liberty, so we do appreciate that as always. We have got Buller from Fiji, looking forward to watching interesting footy, says Paul Parker. And yeah, it's going to be one of those ones. Oh, did Jordy Barrett? Okay, Jordy Barrett ended up kicking that one a little bit too far, went dead in goal, which now means it is a scrum about 35 out from the Western Forces line. Little mistake there from Jordy Barrett early on in this match as well. Make a Rugby Challenge full live stream or a 2021 Hurricanes Team Career Mode on Rugby Challenge, says Henry. Yeah, we've got a few more videos coming on Rugby Challenge. We just haven't really had much of a chance to get editing them at this stage with the amount of rugby that's been on. And Nathan is in the chat, has said hello as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. And thank you very much for tuning in at the moment. 3.5 minutes gone in this match. The Hurricanes currently sitting on 0 because of the fact that Jordy Barrett tried to kick it for the corner just a little bit too close to the corner, though, and ended up kicking it dead in goal. So now it is going to be the scrum feed for the Western Force. And that is one thing. The Western Force, if they can stay right in this match up until about the last 20, they can well and truly win this one, because they are one of those sides that just seem to be able to hang in there if they have to. And now they have retained that scrum. Now it's going to be in the hands of Domingo Maiotti. A little bit of an awkward kick in behind. It's looking for touch. Jordy Barrett taking it very close to the touchline, just outside of its 22. Now it's the torpedo punt downfield. Oh, a little bit of a football touch there from Domingo Maiotti, who now kicks it high. And it is going to be chased by the looks of it by Kearney, taken almost by Reyes. He drops the ball, though. And straight over him was the Western Force player. And that could be the penalty to the Western Force. Yes, it is. Who was it who got in there early? It was Jeremy Thrush, the man with a mustache. And like I said, his is a lot more impressive than mine, but he has done very well for his Western Force side there. Now, something they have done in the past as well, the Western Force, is take on the 3 points when they are available. Will they do that here? That's a big question. Yes, they are. It looks like it is going to be Domingo Maiotti who will be lining this one up to try and make it 3 points for the Western Force. I made a Bowden Barrett rugby montage, as well, says Henry Samuel. You should do a face cam for Rugby Challenge, says Riley Benner. I would quite like to, although it is that whole side of it that normally it ends up taking a long time to edit those ones with the face cam as well, because something that is coming soon, there's a new series that is going to be starting up on the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel, and I let George be in charge of editing it, and there's about 6 bars of different audio and video. Like, it's got both of our face cams from different locations, my screen recording, then also a couple bars of audio. So there is plenty happening in that one. But Domingo Maiotti now lining this one up for the Western Force. 5.5 minutes into this match at the moment. Looking forward to the unedited boxing match between you and George in Red Dead Redemption, aka Grand Theft Auto as well. Says Scrum last year. We get up to some strange stuff in that game. Domingo Maotti has got that one. And because of it now, the Western Force are leading this match early on, 3-0. So that will be helping them with their confidence in this match so far. Of course, they've been one of those sides. Their last match only lost by 10 points up against the Highlanders. And just to put that into perspective, the Highlanders were able to beat the Reds by quite a few points the week prior. So the Western Force, they have that ability of hanging in there. So I feel like this could be a very close match between these two sides. Salisa Rayasi slapping it backwards, though, off the kickoff, and Karefi taking that one nicely. Now it is going to be Auburn Ledger trying to find a bit of a gap. Has been tackled low by the man in the number 8 jersey, which in this one is Tim Anstey. Now it's going to be Salisa Rayasi breaking the line. Little offload on the outside to Nani Lamape, 30 metres out at the moment. The Hurricanes now, it's going to be Campbell. Goes back to Gareth Evans. Now Ledger with a flat pass to Alex. Or sorry, that was Tyrell Lomax, I should say. Now it's going to be Campbell going to the right-hand side. Barrett sells a bit of a dummy. Now it's going to be Peter Umaga Jensen dragged down there by Kyle Godwin. And at the moment, the Western Force, their defence has been pretty strong throughout. Oh, it's a little bit of obstruction from Xavier Numia. And because of it now, the Western Force will get the penalty. But yeah, their defence overall has been very impressive throughout this season, the Western Force. For Super Rugby AU as well, by the end of the competition, they were looking like if there were a couple more weeks, perhaps they could have been finishing maybe in second overall. Let's go, hey, mate, from Milo. Welcome to the live stream, and can you upload the Trans-Tasman on Rugby Challenge 4? Says Liam. That is another one that I did end up doing all of the matches for the first round, although I only got around to editing one of them. So I feel like that is something I'd like to start up again very soon. I actually uploaded it on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel rather than this one, just to test whether or not any copyright side of it would be happening there. We have Oscar. Guess what game I'm playing on my Xbox, says Henry Samuel. Is it Rugby Challenge, or are you possibly baseballing? Well done on the Mo as well, says Ben. Thank you very much, mate. I decided a bet was a bet, and you guys managed to smash the light goal out of the park. Or sorry, the subscriber goal. Short ball lined up there, Kyle Godwin. Who was that who tackled him? Of course it was a Safa Moore. He had a big hit there, about 40 metres out now, the Western Force. Domingo Maotti, little offload, nice little set play there. Now it's Rob Carney out to the winger, Pulu, who is trying to make a few extra metres, does a little offload, and they're on the 22 now, the Western Force. Kubeli going on the inside into the hands of Santiago Medrano there, trying to drive forward. There are a lot of Argentine players in this Western Force side, and I feel like it is helping them out quite a bit because of the fact that they have got the number 9 and number 10 combo now. It's going to be Tom Robertson now, trying to make a few extra metres for the Western Force, but they are sitting on the 7th phase at the moment. Now it is going to be Tamani, who is dragged down as well. Now Kubeli goes back to Maotti, short ball to Kahui, who is tackled hard by Peter Umaga Jensen at the moment. 9 phases back-to-back for the Western Force. Tamani once again tackled by Tyrell Lomax. Good tackle there. And now it is going to be Kubeli at the moment. The Western Force just trying to find that gap that they need, but the Hurricanes are defending very well, and that's another stat. Oh, they've got the advantage now, the Western Force, though. Now it's going to be Miotti with the little kick in behind, trying to find a bit of a gap. Sits up for Jordy Barrett, and it's going to be the penalty to the Western Force. Now, something I want to mention. Last week, the Hurricanes were on fire with their tackling. They made 134 tackles, only missed 5, which is just incredible stats. And also, so far, they've got a 91.5% tackling percentage throughout this competition, with 303 tackles made of 331 attempted. So very impressive from them there as well. We've also got Let's Go Force. I wish the Oz team will win one time. And hello, mate and guys. But my really team is Chiefs as well, says Pene. And they were just showing that big hit from Kyle Godwin by Asafa Moa there. Very dangerous man when he has got ball in hand, but also when he is tackling there, Asafa Moa. And they look like they are going to be taking the 3 points once again near the Western Force. 10 minutes into this match, 6-0 could be the case for them. And that would be very impressive and a good start to the match as well. Henry Samuel has said NBA Live 19 as well. So that is, I haven't actually played too much NBA overall, to be honest. Me and my mates fought some people at school, but it wasn't a real fight. It was just tackling and pushing and grabbing, says James. Interesting. I know Bull Rush was a big popular thing at our school. And rugby league on the field, I think, was the other one that people used to go to. Not a lot of pushing and shoving and whatnot, though. But Domingo Maotti now is going to be lining this one up. The Western Force trying to make it 6 points. Has he got this one, Maotti? Yes, he has. So now the score is going to be 6-0 to the Western Force, and they won't be minding that too much here, the Western Force, because of the fact that early on, Jordy Barrett kicked for the corner and didn't quite find it. And now, since then, the Western Force have been able to get 2 back-to-back penalties over, and now it is going to be 6-0 to the Western Force here at in Napier. Looks like a decent night there as well, which is a good sign, although I will mention now, pretty much all the foot was in touch. Does that mean they're going right back? Yes, they are. Kicked out on the full by Jordy Barrett. So another mistake from the Hurricanes here. Feeling a bit of the pressure in this one. But yeah, at this stage, what was I going to say? I was going to say that there is a severe weather warning here in my location for the next couple of days. So hopefully the internet and power and everything will last for the live streams that are going to be taking place tomorrow. But we may just have to wait and see. And I might have a special guest as well. One of those live streams, that's Bull Rush as well, says Ben. And someone was coming at me on a scooter. And I tackled him off, though I love how the teachers didn't care, says James Gordon. Oh, it's going to be a penalty to the Western Force now for the line-out. And I believe it was possibly playing the man on the ball from Isaiah Walker-Leawere. So at this stage now, the Western Force obstructing a jumper is the call, and they are going to be able to drive their way further and further down the field now, the Western Force. 4 penalties at this stage against the Hurricanes, and now they are going to have a line-out about 30 metres out. And one of the coaches, he's not looking too happy for the Hurricanes. At the moment, I will quickly show you guys the table as it stands as well. So as you can see, the Blues in first, Highlanders in second, and then the Hurricanes are actually on third. That's not the right one by the looks of it. That looks like an old scoreboard because they only have 5 points. Interesting. That's supposed to be the more updated one, I believe. I'll see if I can find the right one there, but that is certainly not the right one. Of course, teams are sitting on 10 points now. And now it is going to be stolen by Asafa Moore now. And he's got plenty of pace. Asafa Moore, we're going to have to come back to that. But Asafa Moore, no one's going to catch him. And he's going to go all the way. And Asafa Moore runs almost the full length of the field to score the try. What a try it was as well. That was not the right table, I will admit. At this stage, the Blues are sitting on 10, Hurricanes on 10. And the Hurricanes could be sitting on even more with a great try like that from Asafa Moore. Over the top of the line out, didn't quite get it right. And then from there, Asafa Moore, the pace of that man. He runs like he's a winger. He's got the strength of a forward. And he has just scored the try for the Hurricanes to get them the lead in this match as well. And we have also got there little bit in Fiji. They will take it slowly because we are brothers and sisters. That's why as well, says Benno Isaac. Come on, Hurricanes as well. Keep it up, boys. Get 1 point now. You would say that they did it right on command, Joseph, as well. They were able to get the try for force as well, says Benno Isaac. Moore scored and cool from Nathan. And we have got the special guest, should be me, as well, says Henry Samuel, for the live stream. I mean, you guys, I guess you are all special guests in the chat, that is for sure, because you guys do turn up for every single live stream on this channel. And at this stage now, the Hurricanes, they've got a good opportunity to get themselves a lead in this match. Currently 75% kicks going over for Jordy Barrett in 2021. They are showing, but at this stage, 75%, 12 from 16, but now it is going to be 13 from 17. They are also showing Artie Savia on the bench. I'm getting excited for this match now. I feel like that's going to be the first try of many. What's up as well, says Pro Trooper Shark Hunter. Welcome to the live stream, mate. At this stage, I feel like the score is going to keep on going up between these two sides, and Asafa Moore moves himself into third equal for the top try scorers of the competition. He is sitting on 3, and he has scored in every match so far in the competition. Miro has said, come on, Canes as well. And we have got lol. It was me and my Maori friend and Fijian friend, my American friend. We are versing 7 people. So you got people from all around the world in your group by the sounds of it. Try says Cats are the best. And it was indeed Asafa Moore picking up that one. Very nicely done from him. Now it's going to be Campbell going back into the hands of Scrafton. They're inside of their 22 at the moment here, the Hurricanes. And it looks like it is going to be Luke Campbell firing it back to Jordy Barrett. Is it going to be a torpedo punt? Not quite. But it is going to be an awkward one, but taken nicely by Rob Carney. Now it's going to be Domingo Miotti, who is going to be sending this one high. Looking for a bit of territory. Jordy Barrett takes it, though, and calls the mark. And now he is going to have an opportunity to kick this one down the field. But yeah, it does look like a very nice night there in Napier, and hopefully the crowd will be enjoying this match. 15 minutes in at the moment, the Hurricanes scoring the one try of this match. It was Asafa Moore, and then also 2 penalties going over for the Western Force. That one almost didn't find touch, but only just, because it is a mark, it is allowed to find touch. Now it's going to be Pulu, who has kicked that one very high, and he is chasing it hard, trying to line it up. It is taken by Jordy Barrett now, and he's seen a bit of a gap up the middle of the field. He has been dragged down very nicely there by Pulu. Now it's going to be Campbell 40 metres out from the line. Other Hurricanes are suffer. Moore's got the ball in hand. He's trying to drive forward once again. Or actually, that might be Xavier Numia, if I'm not wrong. Now it is going to be Campbell going back into the hands of Auburn Ledger, firing the white ball now into the hands of Salisi Rayasi. Kicks it on the left boot. Found a bit of space back there. A lot of space back there for the Hurricanes, but it's going to go just a little bit too far. Yes, it does. And because of it, Rob Carney does put it down. It is going to be the 22 dropout as well. We have also got there a low IC. If in Fiji's, we will fight 1 versus 7 as well. And Wu Canes from Scrumless and forces my number 2 team. The fact that they didn't roll over and die when they got the boot, as well says Ben. Yeah, they are a fighting side. And I feel like that's why this match, if it goes down to the wire, they have got the opportunity to be able to probably win this match because of the likes of the game against the Reds. Olawafela getting that hat trick as well was phenomenal. The Brumbies match, they were close, but just not quite close enough in it. But then they're probably the team who's had the least losing margin so far out of the Super Australia sides, which is why they are sitting in 6th place on their 1 point with points differential. Now it's going to be Xavier Numia having a bit of a step. He is dragged down there by Koteka though. 40 metres out from the Western Force line. Asafa Moore goes back to Jordy Barrett. Quick hands out to Pitu Manga Jensen getting driven towards the touchline. But they have managed to just stay in the field of play now. It's going to be Luke Campbell going into the hands of Evans, now driving forward. Tackled though by the man in the number 2 jersey, which in this one is Andrew Reddy. Kaitu, who's going to be coming off the bench. Salisi Rayasi, no look pass out to Pitu Manga Jensen. Little kick in behind. It's actually ended up. Oh, the guy, I don't think that's going to be a try, but if it is, it's going to be Salisi Rayasi who scores it. But I think he did push the man who was going up for it. But pretty much what happened there was Pitu Manga Jensen kicked the ball, smacked Rob Carney straight in the mush. And then from there, bounced up. Salisi Rayasi pushed the man in the back, caught the ball, and then ran over to score the try. So I feel like this may be no try for the Hurricanes here. If you log in Wellington, come to Karori Park as well. Says Henry Samuel, Hurricanes might have scored. And what's up, Kiwi lads? Let's go Chains. Or let's go Canes from Muchu. Or Muchu, sorry. Is it Muchu? I'm not too sure. I feel like I pronounce it wrong every time. And we have got, I didn't see the Hurricanes score, says Benno Isaac. Maybe this would be the try for them here as well. I'm going to sit up as well, says Henry Samuel. But at this stage now, is it going to be the second try? Or is it going to be the case of going to be disallowed? And while I am at it, I think it was a massive push in the back. And from there, Salisi Rayasi was able to grab it. And then Kuvelli kind of did the big hands up in the air. And I think from that, maybe that is enough for them to say that it is going to be a no try there for Salisi Rayasi. And at the moment, that man can't buy a try because last week, like I mentioned in the intro, he had how many meters? 172 meters carried last week, or the week before, sorry. 6 clean breaks, 9 defenders beaten. And he just wasn't quite able to get that try that he was after. But a very nice back line here. The no-look pass out to Pitu Manga Jensen, smacked Rob Carney in the face. But then from there, Rayasi with the little push in the back. And it did end up with it being a try, or sorry, a no try. And I've actually added a little thingy at the bottom there. As you can see, at this stage, Asafa Moa has been the one who has scored the try for the Hurricanes. We have also got foul play, says Nathan, no try. It was indeed. I think you are a little bit ahead of me, Nathan, as well. So please make sure not to do too many spoilers in there. How did you guys got 70 points and you score 4? As well, says Benno Isaac, and do says Henry Samuel. Is that for sitting up, Henry? Because I guess if you do want to sit up, you can as well. But now it is going to be thrown to the front to Thrush, but it is a lost line out. Now, that is something that doesn't happen very often for the Western Force as well. But now it is going to be Salisa Rayasi driving it, Domingo Mayotti. And the Hurricanes have got this ball just inside of their own half. It's going to be Xavier Numia. And that man, anytime he's got the ball, he always does a little bit of a jump start. He likes to do a little hop before he gets into it. But at this stage now, it's going to be Campbell going to the right-hand side into the hands of Princep, running hard at Robertson. But he has been dragged down. Now it's going to be Asafa Moore seeing a bit of a gap here. Asafa Moore looks for the offload, not quite able to find it clean, though. And now it is in the hands of Salisa Rayasi. Straight over the ball, though. Was the Western Forces player? No. Yes, he did get it. No, did he? I'm not too sure. Okay, the man didn't roll away, so that is what the penalty is for. That was an awkward camera angle, but it is going to be not rolling away penalty against Santiago Madrano. And now it is going to be Jordy Barrett kicking for the corner. We have got Jody O'Brien with a whole heap of eyes in the chat as well. I'm not sure what that is for. We have got doing in LA, Los Angeles, which is the team I got picked by the MLB Road to the Show Be a Pro as well. We have also got in there, it's because the rugby was, the team was naughty and they conceded penalties as well, says Liam. But at this stage now, it is going to be 40 metres out from the Western Force line, and it is going to be a Safamoa throwing this one in. They have retained it. Ledger now goes to Jordy Barrett. This is looking good for the Hurricanes. Reed Prinsep, great low tackle on him though. Now it is going to be Campbell going away to Nalila Mape, now trying to break a few tackles. Almost dropped the ball there to Nalila Mape. I think he hung on to it there. Oh, it is going to be in the hands of Rayasi. Goes to Tyrell Lomax driving forward. Good tackle on him by Madrano though. And it looks like it is going to be Jeremy Thrush trying to create a counter-attack. Or counter-ruck, I should say. Now it is going to be Scrafton driving forward. Hurricanes at the moment not making too many meters, but that could change very quickly with one line break. Now it's going to be Karefi running hard at Tom Robertson, but he is dragged down. Xavier Numi around the side of the ruck, dragged down by Santiago Maturana. Could take us straight on the ball, but not quite able to hang on to it. Now it's going to be Walker Leawere driving forward as well. And at this stage, there is going to be an advantage against Richard Kahui. Ended up in the wrong place. Now it's going to be a little bit of an obstruction, I think that is. So now it is going to be the penalty to the Hurricanes once again. Okay, we'll stop by as well, says Jody. And we have also got in there outstanding commentary. Thank you, says Scott. No worries, mate. Thank you very much. And we have also got in there Scrum Lace as well. I put some Fazeberry G Fuel powder into my Mountain Dew earlier and made an energy drink abomination. There's still some left in the fridge and I kind of want to drink the rest of it. That would be an interesting combination. But probably, I feel like the fizzy side of it might confuse the tongue possibly a bit. But did you end up eating all your bacon from last week? We'll ask that question as well. Thank you as well, says Morgan. Go, go, go. Yes, says Xavier. And at the moment, it is going to be a Safamoa going to the back of the line out now. It's Gareth Evans now driving forward. Nalila Mape almost ended up in the wrong place. But they are 5 meters out now. The Hurricanes, it's going to be Walker Leawere trying to walk his way towards the try line there. It's going to be Pitu Munga Jensen. Wide ball to Salise Rayasi. And he scores one, does he? He was close to the touchline. Did he get it down, Salise Rayasi? Because if he did, it will be his first try of the season. And you would say that he probably does deserve one with how much he has been working hard for it. Why just watch? And comments to the lads, not anyhow, as well, says Beno Isaac. Why just watch and comment to the lads, not anyhow? I assume that is isn't for the people maybe who aren't watching it live. And there are quite a few people who don't have access to it. Rayasi jumps high. Does he put this ball down? Yes, he does. Or does he? Yes, he does. It is in the corner, and Salisa Rayasi is going to be putting the try on the board now. We'll have to add him. And he has scored right in the corner there, Salisi Rayasi as well. Salisi Rayasi, that is a name that I was expecting to write at some stage throughout this match, and now he has added his name to the try scorers list. And we have what's got it's making my face burn so bad. And yes, the bacon apocalypse is still happening in the house. I had to add like 2 whole handfuls of it to the mac and cheese tonight. And I feel like that's one thing that bacon makes a lot of things better, unless, of course, it is a whole heap of bacon. But yeah, hopefully it is still all right, bro. You got the scoreboard and the live news as well, says Henry Samuel. Yeah, I am trying to keep it updated down the bottom as well for you guys who are just tuning in to see who has been scoring the tries, as I feel like that's a little bit easier for you guys rather than me kind of reading them out anytime someone asks as well. But at this stage, 2 tries for the Hurricanes, and it also keeps us updated in terms of the golden point, or not the golden point, the bonus point. Couldn't find that word for a second there. But Salisa Rayasi was able to find the try line. That's a great kick from Jordy Barrett, and it has gone over. So at this stage, 2 tries for the Hurricanes, and they are leading this match 14 points to 6. Go Hurricanes as well, says Henry Samuel. Barrett converts, says Nathan. Yeah, you are still a little bit ahead of me at this stage of competition. Misses the hard defence of South Africa teams, which always tackles the NZ team, says Liberty. Yeah, that's one thing that I've learned from watching Rainbow Cup South Africa is the fact that, like, Dwayne Vermeulen, I felt like was guaranteed a try in the last 2 matches, but they were somehow just able to stop him, like, no matter what. Only if he was, like, it'd just be a couple meters out, and he was still stopped every time. And yeah, the defense is pretty good overall in that competition. Campbell now goes to Pitu Munga Jensen. Now it's going to be Ledger with the wide ball out into the hands of Wes Sousa now with the kick downfield. And it is going to be going out on the full, so they're going right back now to the 22 of the Hurricanes. Bit of a mistake there from Wes Sousa, and he will be hoping that it doesn't cost them here. But now they are going to be 25 meters out from the line as well. Which team do you think will win, says Penal Albert? I think at this stage, if the Western Force can only be 7 or less than 7 points behind at 70 minutes, they're going to win the match. That's a big prediction, but that's the thing. They've got to try and make it so that they are only those 7 points behind. It is going to be Andrew Reddy looking like he was going to be throwing it in, but there has been quite a bit of movement for the line out. So the ref is just going to give them a bit of a warning there, the Hurricanes. We have got force from Xavier for who he thinks is going to be winning this one. Jeremy Thrush there with the massive mo. He's got the handlebars rocking at the moment. But also, something that's an interesting stat for this one is the fact that their average gain per carry is 2.9 meters for the Western Force, which sounds like it's like not that much. Oh, could Ticker off the back gaining a couple meters, but runs into the wall. That's a suffer more. But so far, the Hurricanes have had 5.2 as their average gain, the third highest, I believe, in the competition at this stage. So it is very impressive from them. Is it going to be a maul? He's on the ground, I believe, is he? I think it is going to be a maul. Yes, it is. So now it is going to be the scrum feed to the Hurricanes. So a little bit of a mistake from it was Wes Houston, but now it has been retained by it was Isaiah Walker-Leawere. Very well done from him. Forceful source as well. Are we going to see George in the chat tonight? Is he drunk? They'll hope his cold is better. I think it is slowly getting better. And he may be coming around for a game tomorrow, but I'm not too sure yet, depending on how he is. But yeah, I don't think he'll be out drinking tonight. I don't think. But saying that, I could be well and truly wrong. Go Force, go as well from Penner and Hurricanes penalty, says Nathan. Okay, Jew as well, says Xavier as well. And we have also got go Force from Xavier as well. And Nathan, if you wait maybe about 20 seconds from when it happens and then put it in the chat, then I feel like you may be synchronized with where I am seeing it as well, I should say. But at the moment, they are just talking to one of the Hurricane staff members, I believe he is. And it is going to be the scrum feed now for the Hurricanes. Now, that's going to be an interesting matchup at scrum time because we did see, like, scrums have been pretty lethal for the likes of the Blues and the Chiefs against the Brumbies last week. We're very strong, and it could be the case for the Brumbies versus Blues game tomorrow. New graphics A says, Jake, yeah, I have added the try scorers down the bottom so you guys know exactly who has been able to score the tries. It's going to be the penalty to the Western Force, though, at this stage. Second time for Xavier Numia going early, and they did try and take the quick tap, but they have been sent back now. And now they've got the opportunity of maybe kicking for the corner here. And I know that Kaitu, he is coming off the bench. It is going to be Andrew Reddy who is starting this match at number 2. What are they going to do here? Kubeli having a bit of a chat. They are going for the scrum once again here. And we have got, I think, Force going to win. They improve their mistakes from Blues versus Chiefs as well. Says Benno Isaac. Yeah, they're just one of those sides that if you give them half a chance, they will take it. Like the likes of the experience they've got on the back line with Richard Kahui at 13. Also Rob Carney at 15. And then they've got that Argentine connection with Kubeli and Mayotte. And they've also got Tavita Kundrani coming back off the bench with Brian Stunder as well. It's going to be an interesting last 20 minutes of this match. And it has been an interesting first 26 as well while we are at it. Force is going to win. Go Force as well from Xavier. And we have got, yes, the Hurricanes will win from Henry Samuel. But now it has been put on. The front rows have gone down, and it's going to be the penalty now to the Hurricanes. And straight away, unfortunately for the Western Force, every time they get a chance, the Hurricanes are just taking the ball straight back. Front row collapsing is the call, and now it is going to be the penalty to the Hurricanes with Jordy Barrett now lining up the corner. And at this stage, the Western Force, one thing that they have struggled to do a little bit throughout the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition is get heaps of tries in matches. In the last match, Kubeli and Wagner were the two who were able to score the tries, but they would love to be able to cancel out any bonus point that the Hurricanes are going to be going for here for being 3 tries or more ahead. And also, Jeremy Thrush almost stealing that one. It wasn't even taken close by Tom Robertson there for the knock-on. And that's probably harsh saying it was a knock-on. I don't even think he got a hand to it there, but Jordy Barrett now with a flat ball into the hands of Princep, who has dropped it, but now they are going back for the scrum feed to the Hurricanes. Again, 1-0 to the Angels as well. Either this game is going really fast or the energy drink is making time pass differently for my brain. 27 minutes in, yeah, it is going pretty quick, but at this stage, I do see the Western Force have missed 10 tackles, I should say, so far of their 38 that they have made. The Hurricanes only missing the one. I mentioned that stat. They have made 91.5% of their tackles throughout this competition. And that is exactly what they are going to keep on doing. Carry meters 24 for the Western Force to the 200 plus of the Hurricanes. So at this stage, they just can't get their hands on the ball, and they are going to have to change that before the end of this first half, or else the Hurricanes may be able to get 1 or 2 more tries, because we have still got 12 minutes left of this first half as well. So plenty can happen in that time. But now it is going to be the scrum feed for the Hurricanes. And that's one thing also. The Hurricanes, they've got Vince Asso on the bench, Billy Proctor, and also Artie Savia. So 3 very good players It will be coming off the bench. It's going to be Gareth Evans off the back now, going to the blind side. Little offload. Wes Houston taking that one nicely, dragged down by Jordan Oluwafela. And now the Hurricanes are inside of the 22. It's going to be Lomax driving forward. Tackled by Jeremy Thrush. Now Campbell goes back to Walker Leawere, taking it low, but has taken it very nicely. 15 out. Now it's going to be back to Auburn Ledger, who goes through the gap looking for the offload. Not able to find it, though. Unfortunately, wanted to find Lamape, not quite able to link up. Now it's going to be Putu Munga Jensen. Dragged down 10 out from the Western Force line. It's going to be in the hands of Xavier Numia. Once again, driving forward, but that is well done from Santiago Materano to almost hold him up. But they have still got this ball at the moment. The Hurricanes going to the short side. It's going to be Gareth Evans looking for the offload, not able to find it. And at this stage, it is just a case of who is going to be able to break through. Asafa Moore hit a bit high there by Tamani, and because of it now, they've got the advantage as well. Luke Campbell going into the hands of Jordy Barrett, now having a step inside ball to Peter Umaga Jensen. Can they get over the line here, the Hurricanes? They are trying their best. They've got the advantage as well. Now it's going to be Salisi Rayasi looking for the offload, almost puts the ball down, but they have still got this one, and they are going to be going back now for the penalty to the Hurricanes for the high shot from Tamani on Asafa Moore. Can't wait to see Artie, my boy, as well. Says Scrum Lads, and we have got Beron Adeta has said hello, watching from Fiji as well. So welcome into the live stream. At this stage, 2 tries scored in this match, Asafa Moore and Salisi Rayasi. And now they are trying to decide what they want to do here. Jordy Barrett is going to be kicking for the corner once again. And I mentioned it earlier on, the Hurricanes still yet to take a shot at the post for a penalty in the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition. They are playing aggressively, and it is working for them as well, because now they have got a line out 5 metres out. And Asafa Moore, he will be backing himself here to be able to get a second try. So far in Super Rugby 2021, 41% of their tries have come from lineouts. So that is exactly what they are going to be wanting to add to here. Safamo goes to the back into the hands of Princep now. It's looking pretty well set. And it is going to be who's got it at the moment. I think it's Gareth Evans who's got the ball in hand. They're trying to get the ball to the back, but it looks like Tom Robertson has been able to get right in the middle of the Hurricanes players. And because of it, it is going to be going to ground. And it is going to be the scrum for the Western Force. Well defended. Jeremy Thrush is fired up about it. And it was very well done. I believe it was Tom Robertson, was it? And also they are showing the man in number 6 jersey, Fergus Lee Warner. He has been able to stop that one as well. Come on, Force, go, go, says Xavier. And hello from Scrumless to Beron Adeta. And I'm back. How do you think the Murray All Blacks will go against Samoa? It's going to be an interesting matchup because I know that Samoa, I think they had an opportunity to play the All Blacks, but actually declined it, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So I think it is going to be a very exciting matchup as well. And it's probably going to be a lot of those players who are close to making the All Blacks will be playing for the Murray All Blacks and should be very exciting. We have also got in there as well, I saw it earlier on, it was how many matches tonight. And this is the only match for Friday night. It's going to be this match on Friday night. Then we have got 3 matches tomorrow. First at 5:05 p.m. New Zealand time. That is going to be the Waratahs versus Crusaders. Then 7:15 is going to be the Blues versus the Brumbies. And then 9:45 Reds versus Chiefs. Go Force as well, says Benedetta. Police Force, says Xavier. They are 5 metres out from their own line. And Kubeli has kicked that one into touch. Good kick as well. Taken nicely by Rayasi and decides not to throw that one in there. So that is a very good exit from the 22 for the Western Force. And now Asafa Moore looks like he wants to take this one pretty quickly. By the looks of it, they are keen to get this match back underway. It's going to be Asafa Moore with the line-out throw, already picking up a try for himself in this match. And they are going to the front there. Goes into the hands of Scrafton now. Campbell goes to Auburn Ledger. Jordy Barrett now. That skill from Nani Lamape. It has been taken there by Tony Pulu now, and he's got a bit of space, Pulu. He is running up the middle. Good step around Wes Houston, but he has dragged him down there. Great tackle there from the Hurricanes, number 14. Now it's going to be Kupeli. Goes back into the hands of Andrew Reddy. And this is one thing that the Western Force need. They need to have this ball in hand. That is Fergus Lee Warner, who has driven forwards. And he has been told to release him there. Isaiah Walker-Leawere. He is very good at getting those situations turned into a maul. And now they are 45 out. 45 out from their own line here. The Western Force, that's a run and a half from it was Koteka. And they just need to hang on to this ball. I don't think they've hit 10 phases so far, and it is going to be an advantage going to the short side there. Jordan Oluwafela slipping over, but they have still got the advantage here. The Western Force could barely go to the right-hand side. Robertson fires it back just a little bit too far. Now it's in the hands of Tamani trying to find the gap, but he has been tackled there, and they are going to be going back for the penalty. Oh, okay. Kupeli was going to take it quickly, but now it is going to be an offside penalty against the Hurricanes. And now the Western Force, I feel like they are in the situation they have to go for the corner. We have also got their Go Force. I love Force team as well, says Pena Albert. And we have also got long time. Do you remember me last week when Blues and Chiefs and Crusaders? We have got, of course, I remember you, friend, says Scrumlass, and Canes from Luke. Go Force, make it a competition, says Escaroy. If they can score before the end of this first half, they will be in a good position to be able to possibly challenge in that second, but they need to score very soon. Try origin, 75% of their tries for the Western Force have come from lineouts. So this is exactly where they want to be. They're on the 22. Would have liked to be a little bit closer, but they are showing Jeremy Thrush. He has claimed a lot of lineouts so far in this competition. Going to the front once again, almost stolen by Isaiah Walker-Leawere, but now they are going to be driving forward. Walker-Leawere, has it collapsed? I think it's gone down by the Western Force, so they are allowed to keep on going. Now the players have collapsed over it, and now it is going to be the scrum of the Hurricanes. So in that situation, they have done well once again there, the Hurricanes. Every time the Western Force go for that line out, they have been punished, and the Hurricanes are able to defend it. Scrumlass as well from Bernadetta with the waving, and we have got Let's Get Go there. There's plenty of Force support in this comment. Go Force if you think Force will win, says Peno Isaac. And they are showing the moon, of course, a blood moon yesterday or the night before, I believe it was, for the first time in, I think, 40 years was the comment, but they are showing it now. It is a full moon, that is for sure. And it is lighting up the night sky at Napier. And it looks like there is a decent crowd in attendance as well. And that's going to be an interesting thing. The match that is happening on Sunday is going to be the Rebels versus the Highlanders. I didn't mention it before. But at this stage, it seems like that match has changed from being at Queenstown. It's going to Sydney. So the Highlanders are going to be hopping on a plane very soon. And then they will be taking on the Rebels over in Sydney. And we have got in there Go Force from Xavier and Hurricanes 39-28 to the Force, says Orion. And yes, says Xavier as well. But now it is going to be the scrum feed of the Hurricanes here, just inside of their 22. So they will be able to kick this one into touch if they do retain. And they have done that very nicely. Now it's going to be Jordy Barrett lining up the kick, almost charged down. But that is a big kick downfield, and no one was marking it. And because of it now, has gone into touch. And they have made a lot of meters there, the Hurricanes. And it was very impressive. And I feel like maybe you need another man back trying to mark that kicker, Jordy Barrett, because at this stage, he just made the Hurricanes about 60 meters as well. This is my father's account. My account is Peno Isaac as well. And we have also got, oh yes, I'm still basking in the super blood full moon vibes as well, says Scrumlass. And now it is going to be ready. Throwing it in. They've decided to go to Koteka this time, or Lee Warner. Sorry, that one has been dragged down. So now it is going to be in the hands of Jeremy Thrush, looking like he is going to be passing it back to Kubeli, who is going to be firing this one high. And it looks like Oliver Feller trying to line it up, not quite able to take it. Wes Houston takes it beautifully, though. He is tackled by Jeremy Thrush, and the Hurricanes have once again got this ball inside of the half of the Western Force. Tyrell Lomax dragged down by Robertson, almost dropping the ball. But he has managed to hang on. Now it's going to be Jordy Barrett firing it back into the hands of Ray Arcee. Decides to go himself. He's got to pass that on the outside. It's gone to Peter Umaga. Jensen steps back on the inside, drops the head. But he is tackled by Richard Kahui. Now it is going to be Campbell, goes to Asafa Moore, selling the dummy to Princep, and he keeps on going. Asafa Moore, but he is dragged down 45 out from the Western Force line. Scrafton now building up a bit of steam. He is tackled in the end by Koteka. And at this stage, that is one thing that the Hurricanes have done well throughout this match. One of many things, I guess you could say, is the fact that they have been able to hang on to the ball for multiple phases in a row. And that is something the Western Force have been struggling with. Tell you what, so Lisa Rayasi almost able to take that, but Rob Carney does instead just outside of the 22. Now he is going to be firing it into the hands, quick hands there, a little bit of awkward stuff. But now it's going to be Kyle Godwin with a couple fends, and he is still going on the 22 for the Western Force. And at this stage, 3 minutes left in this first half. Kubeli goes back into the hands of Tamani now, who is tackled by Campbell, just creating a bit more of an angle. But now they're thinking about going to the short side. Kubeli there, not able to find the offload. Now he has. It's gone back into the hands. Oh, the number 4 has been ripped away, though. And that was Tyrell Lomax. And now all of a sudden, the Hurricanes are on the counter-attack. They have got men on the outside. Karefi now is going himself. He's going all the way to Duplessis Karefi. But the big question is, they have awarded a try. I thought for a second that maybe they were going to look back to see if there was obstruction with Jordy Barrett. But at this stage, that could be the try for Duplessis Karefi. And at this stage as well, that would be the bonus point for the Hurricanes if that is the case. But it is going to be Duplessis Karefi who was able to score it. And in the end, it was the number 8. Tim Anstey just had it ripped away from him by Tyrell Lomax. Then it was Luke Campbell. Went out the back line into the hands of a Safamoa. Walker Leawero went to Karefi, going through the gap there. And then from there, too quick Karefi. And he does score the try. And tell you what, it looks like he absolutely loves playing on this turf because he dove about maybe 5 meters out and just slid all the way. And it was Duplessis Karefi who was able to score it though. And that means that now they are in the situation of having that bonus point as a little bit of an advantage for them. I am just writing in Duplessis. That is a hard name to spell sometimes, but we will put that in. Duplessis Karefi scoring the try for the Hurricanes. Now they have got the 3. We have also got their Aussie Rugby as well, says Nash. And we have got Keynes and Nathan says, and Murray All Blacks to play twice this year as well, says Ryan, which is good news. I feel like that is a side that I want to see play a lot more rugby. That match against Moana Pacifica was a very good one, very close one. Well contested between the two sides, and getting to see more of that. There are no complaints from me. Kia ora, brothers and sisters, to Rangi and the Whare as well, says Hona. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. At this stage, the Hurricanes, they are pouring on the pressure. They were 6-0 down, but now they are sitting 19-6 up. So he must have missed that kick, Jordy Barrett, in the end. But Tyrell Lomax, they are showing him there. He was able to rip that ball away, which did create the opportunity. And good job, Keynes, force the error for a try, as well, says Machu. And we have got well forces getting good. It's 14-6. It's almost half-time. Go force as well, says Pene. And we have also got in there, no go force, please support force. I felt bad for Australian team. I need an Australian team to win as well, says Pene. Albert. And, by the looks of it, Safamoa is going off the field. I think because of a high tackle earlier on. So he has come off the field here, Safamoa. He looks a little bit shaky on his feet, possibly. So Ricky Riccatelli has made his way out onto the field. I will quickly write that one down. And that is a bit of a hit for the Hurricanes because he has been playing very well so far. Safamoa taken by Princep just outside of the 22 off kickoff for the Hurricanes now. And at this stage, 1 minute left before we get to halftime. And the Hurricanes sitting quite comfortably in this match at this stage. Campbell kicking this one high. Looking for a bit of space. Carney running forward. Has been able to take that one beautifully there, but driven backwards by Walker Leawero. Scrafton trying to get straight over the ball. Not quite able to on the halfway line. Now the Western Force, great flat ball into the hands of Tom Robertson. The big man driving hard, and he's still going just outside of the 22. Campbell trying to get over the ball, not quite able to. Going to the short side, Miotti with the little kick of mine. Now it's going to be Jordy Barrett who has been able to claim that one, and he has been dragged down straight over the ball. No, not quite able to get it there, the Western Force. And once again, Campbell now is going to be rolling it back. And it looks like now he is going to be kicking this one into touch. And it has gone high, and it looks like it's going into touch there. Yes, it is. Well taken by the player, or by the child on the sideline, I should say. But now it is going to be the Hurricanes with this line-out throw. With the Western Force line-out throw just outside of the 22. Having a shocker there. Yes, Kane missed the kick. Force can do it as well. Pick your game up then, or you will want a rule change. Last try wins at primary school as well. Jordy missing some conversions. Did he have a little too much fruity punch at Jordy Barrett's party yesterday? As well, says Scrumlace. I feel like I might have as well because I can't read, unfortunately, today for some reason. But Andrew Reddy now has gone straight to Jeremy Thrush off the back now. It's gone over the top. Well taken there. He's had a lot of carry so far throughout the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition, sitting third on 27 before this match started. And he will be having quite a few more of them throughout this one. Richard Kahui now running hard at the line, getting driven towards the touchline, though. Good tackle on him by Princep straight over the ball. Was Peter Umanga. Jensen Kupeli now going to the short side. And he has gone into touch, which now means it is going to be half-time. And at this stage, the Western Force are behind in this match. They are on 6 points, and the Hurricanes are sitting on 19 with the bonus point at this stage as well. But yes, so far, 3 tries in this match. I feel like that's one thing that we have noticed throughout the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition as we're getting to see a lot of tries, which is very fortunate for us, of course. And at this stage, the Hurricanes are actually leading the competition for tries. They're sitting on 15 before this match, so now they are sitting on 18 in 3 matches. So they're averaging 6 tries per matches at this stage, which is just crazy numbers as well. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to type that. I'm stressed because I want Australian team to win as well, says Penau Isaac. Sorry, I almost combined your 2 names. But at this stage, we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. The 3 tries so far in this match scored by Safamoa, who is now off the field for an HIA. So Lisa Rayasi and Duplessis Karefi got the most recent one at this stage. As you can see, the Western Force try scorers, it is blank. They have only had 2 penalties that they have been able to get over at this stage. But maybe that can change in the second half. I did say in the last 10 minutes, if they're only 7 points behind, they have well and truly got a chance in this match, the Western Force, but we will just have to wait and see how it does go. But then looking at the benches once again, I will bring them up for you guys while we are waiting for the second half to get underway as well. As you can see, the returning Adi Savia, how many minutes are they going to give him? That is the big question. Also, you've got the likes of Billy Proctor already scoring 3 tries in this competition, also having 7 clean breaks in the last 2 matches. Vince Aso returning after a long layoff. I don't think he's been injured though, Vince Aso. It's just they haven't been playing him. Then for the Force, they have got Faleti Kaitu. Now, they were having earlier on about how many tries the Western Force has scored from line out, 75%, and he would have scored a lot of them. Then you've also got the likes of Angus Wagner. He actually scored a try in the last match. The Lucia prop. And then they've also got Jack McGregor and Tavita Kurandrani in that back one. So going to be exciting to see who can do it, how win as well, says Xavier. I assume that is who's going to win. And at this stage, it's going to be tough to decide, that is for sure. But I feel like at this stage, I don't know, the Hurricanes are playing well, and they have been averaging a whole heap of tries each match, so maybe that will benefit them in that regard. But the Western Force, they've got that fighting spirit that they want to be right in a match till the death, and that is exactly what they are going to be doing. Has Vince Aso dabbed yet as well, says Henry Samuel. Has Vince Aso dabbed yet? Says Henry Samuel, I didn't know he was much of a dabber, but at this stage, he hasn't been on the field yet, but he is going to be coming out hopefully very soon in the second half. But they have got Laumape and Peter Umaga Jensen on the field at the moment, so pretty strong midfield pairing for them. We have also got Did Force win or Hurricanes, says Xavier. It is currently half-time, so we still have another half of rugby open. Could go to a Hurricanes game with you one time, as well, says Henry Samuel. And I mean, maybe. I'm looking at options of maybe going to a few games in the future, so that could be certainly on the cards there. But at this stage, we have got 19 to the Hurricanes and 6 to the Western Force. The big question is, who is going to score the first try of the second half? I ask it every time, and we will wait and see if anyone can get it right. It's only half-time, my good dude. As I said, Scrumless Blues will win the whole competition. Yeah, boy, as well from Vito. And yeah, at the moment, they are sitting in first place on 10 points. If they continue getting bonus points as well, it's going to be hard to stop them. They could have their home final at Eden Park, and that would certainly be a sight to see. But yeah, at this stage, just waiting for the second half to get underway as well. And they are going to be playing tomorrow, 7:15 p.m., the Blues versus the Brumbies at Eden Park. Going to be a great match, although maybe a little bit of bad weather could be in the air. I know that it's supposed to flood here, I think, at some stage over the next couple of days. So hopefully it does end up staying nice for long enough that we do get to see some very good rugby. But yeah, hopefully all of the games, hopefully my power stays on throughout those games as well, because I feel like that would be the last thing that we want. And we've actually had it happen before. We've been on live stream and the power went out. So I was actually on my phone using data, chatting to you guys in the chat. Yeah, and it was just one of those situations that luckily the power came back relatively quickly and we did get back underway. We have got Sir OG John Kerwin. Is that you as well? And we have also got in there, whose home game is this? I'm not watching the game, says Prizzy. It is. Well, it's kind of the Hurricanes. It's in Napier at McLean Park. So it's closer to the Hurricanes home game than it is for the Western Force. But yeah, at this stage, force a try as well, says A-Clip. And all the best for both teams, says Peter. And yeah, that's one thing that I have loved about this competition is we have been able to get Super Rugby Trans-Tasman back with the New Zealand sides facing the Australian sides. I know that some of the results have been one-sided, but one thing's for sure, and that's that we've gotten to see some very entertaining rugby. And I feel like that's all we can ask for. Will Mape score a try tonight, says Aiden. It's going to be interesting because he hasn't really been able to score too many in the recent past. I don't think he's actually scored one so far throughout this competition, but everyone around him, like the Billy Proctor, Julian Savia, all picking up tries for fun, but he just hasn't quite been able to get one yet, La Mape. So he would be hoping perhaps that he can change that in this match. Hey, Pene as well, says Xavier, and we have also got, using my account now, Go Force, says Pene. But yeah, I want to know the player. Who do you guys think is going to be the player who will score the first try of the second half? Looking through the lineups, tell you what, I'm going to go with, if it's a Hurricanes player, I'm going to say Wes Houston. If it's a Western Force player, I'm going to go Kyle Godwin, the number 12. I think he'll be able to get over the line here. We have got half-time, says Xavier. It is indeed. And at this stage, missed tackles, 17 missed tackles from the Western Force. Not ideal at all, but That's one thing that the Western Force normally, they're not too bad in terms of their tackling statistics, so they will be hoping to extend that. Can I see the team name? As well, says Ben Isaac. I will quickly put the team lineups up for you guys so you guys can see exactly who is on the field at the moment. No sign of the bus Julian Savia in this match. I think they are resting him, which I know a lot of people were maybe a little bit worried that might lead to him maybe losing a little bit of form, but we will have to wait and see. Also, Proctor going to be coming off the bench rather than starting like he did. Artie Savia still on the bench as well, so it's going to be interesting for the Hurricanes to see what they can do, but we will show the Western Force lineup as well. There are certainly some capable players on that side who can score tries. We saw Jordan Olawafela score a hat-trick against the Reds. Domingo Maotti, he's got a bit of skill with the kicking, and also Thomas Kubeli was able to pick up a try in the last match that they did play up against the Highlanders. But at this stage, they are just showing that Asafa Mua, so far 70 running meters, 3 broken tackles and 1 line break, but now he is off the field for his HIA test. So it will be interesting to see if we do get to see him come back out, because if we don't, that will be a big hit for the Hurricanes because of the fact they're showing us run once again. And he shouldn't be that quick. Man his size shouldn't be able to run faster than the wingers. Like, that's just not all right for the wingers, that is for sure. At this stage, we are only a couple minutes away from the second half getting underway. I will put up the benches as well for you guys once again. Will Julian Savia ever be an All Black ever again, says Beto Skux? I feel like if he continues the form that he's in at the moment, there's still a chance. Because, I mean, they've got those matches coming up with the Fijian side, and also they are going to be playing Tonga. So maybe if he keeps his form up here, they will pick some players based off form rather than name. So perhaps he could get himself in there. But there are a lot of good wingers in the country at the moment. Same with fullbacks. Fullback's going to be a tough position for anyone to be able to make at this stage. We have got in Rugby Channel's form, make it so that, like, New Zealand teams have different stadiums so you don't get bored playing at the same stadium, says Henry Samuel. I guess that's kind of a thing, isn't it? Because you do play at the different stadiums. Or I guess maybe you're talking about maybe having multiple stadiums for the same team kind of thing, like having the option of Napier for the Hurricanes and whatnot. He's AB skipper material as well, says Vita Scrumless, and go for, says Penny Isaac. 6-1, says Henry in his baseball. But at this stage, we are hopefully only a couple minutes away from the second half getting underway. So, yeah, my predictions. Who did I say? Kyle Godwin and Wes Houston. Oh, my pen broke. It's unfortunate. So I've gone with 2 men whose last names start with G. So a little bit of an interesting one there. And so far in this match, no one with the last name starting with G has been able to score. And I think they are actually the only 2 players who are on the field who have the last name G. So maybe it's a sign that they will be able to score. There's no sign there at all, by the way. Henry Samuel said, yeah, and no Julian. Haven't got the testosterone anymore. Faster young bulls as well, says A-Clip. And yeah, that's the thing. That's one thing that has impressed a lot of people is actually his stamina. You said Julian, thought you meant Artie as well. Says Grunlace, what's up, brother? What's the score? Says the champion Maxi. And at this stage, it is sitting. I put something in the way, didn't I? One moment. There we go. And at this stage, it is 19 to the Hurricanes and 6 to the Western Force. The try scorer is Asafa Mua, able to get a breakaway try. Very impressive from him. Then Salisa Rayasi scoring 1 and Duplessis Karefi. Western Force, they just weren't quite able to take the opportunities that they were given, because anytime they got on that 22, the Western Force just couldn't quite break through that Hurricanes maul defense. It wasn't mainly what was causing them problems. So again, your pen broke. You broke 3 pens in a different week, says Ben Isaac. Yeah, I am rough on pens. I think it's because of where I hold them. Like, I hold them right near the end of them. So then I think I end up kind of screwing the lid off a little bit. And then it does end up, unfortunately, breaking. That hooker is a beast day. Yeah, Asafa Mua, he's one of those players. Like, he's probably, if Cody Taylor wasn't a thing at this stage, like, he would definitely probably be my first pick for the All Blacks number 2, because he has some insane running meters. He's got pace for days as well. Like, when you see the highlights of that try, he was running quicker than Jordan Olawafela, who's a winger. And he was just one of those players that if you give him a small amount of space, he will make you pay. And 3 tries from the last 3 matches is very impressive as well. Hamish's house is like a horror movie for pens as well, says Scrumlass. It is indeed. I need a solid pen that won't break, I think, is my big objective at some stage. But yeah, all of them just keep on getting broken. Just found a pen. It was floating in the sky. So this is a good one because it actually doesn't have the screw-on tip. So thank you very much, Random Sky, in my room. That just threw a pen at me. We have got Israel Chikawi playing. He is indeed. He is playing 13 for this match rather than the 14 that he was playing last week. Tony Pulu was the man who is playing 14 for this one. What game are you looking forward to this weekend, bro? Says Machu. I think every game, I guess the ones that I'm most hyped for is probably going to be Chiefs versus Reds is right up there, but then also Blues versus Brumbies, Waratahs versus Crusaders. I'm excited to see if the Waratahs can score as many tries as they have in recent weeks against the Crusaders as well. Like, it's going to be an exciting Saturday, which is tomorrow, so we haven't got long to wait at all. Feel bad for the people of Queenstown, says Ryan. Yeah, it is unfortunate that they ended up in the situation of they had the game there, but now it is going to be in Sydney. So it's going to be interesting to see how that match goes as well. But at this stage, the Highlanders, they were saying they are willing to play it anywhere as long as it still gives them that chance of being able to make it to the final. Because if that game wasn't played, they were splitting the points, 2 points for each side. And at that stage, the Highlanders may be out of the final. Need to go eat dinner. Okay, my pie as well. Says Henry Samuel will be back. You should get one of those Fisher space pens. NASA used them because they write upside down in zero gravity. I mean, that is something to think about. If I'm ever upside down and need a pen, maybe they would be very expensive though, wouldn't they? Fisher space pens. They sound fancy, which I feel like is a bit more fancy than my Bic. Sponsor me, Bic. I use a lot of pens. We have got Phil in there. We have got who's going to be the first Kiwi team to lose, says AJ Cook. It's a hard one, and I feel like no one wants to be that first side, but there's a chance. You know, a few of these sides, they have been close to beating the Kiwi sides. The likes of the Brumbies on the first week up against the Crusaders almost drew. Then the missed kick from the Western Force in the match up against the Chiefs to make them end up losing. It's going to be a close competition in terms of who is going to be able to get that sixth place position at this stage for the Australian sides. And we have got another 5-0 weekend Kiwi lads as well, says Machu. Imagine the upset if the Waratahs were able to beat the Crusaders. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? But who knows? Maybe it can happen. We have seen bigger upsets, or probably not. Oh, I mean, Argentina beating the All Blacks was a huge upset, so maybe we have seen bigger upsets than that. But, yeah, who knows? Maybe the Waratahs bring it in the game. It is over there. It is going to be played at, I wrote the location down because I couldn't really remember the name, and I can't find it now. It is at Queensland. No, sorry, that's the wrong one. It's at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong is where they are going to be playing that one. Force win this game, I'm sure of it as well, says a clip as well. Who knows? Maybe if they get a very good start in the second half, like they're going to be one of those sides. If they can hang in there right to the end, they can win a game. Nah, mate, they start at like $14 as well, says Crumless. Right. That is a lot less than I thought they would be. And they ride upside down for an indestructible pen 10 out of 10 as well. Maybe I will have to look into it as well. Buller ones, again, bro, nice to hear you or hear from you. Go for Sitovini. Sorry, I'm having a shocker with my words. But at this stage, we are only moments away from the second half, getting back underway, which is very exciting stuff. But yeah, do let me know who you guys think is going to be scoring the first try of the second half. I did say either Wes Houston or Kyle Godwin as my two predictions. We'll have to wait and see what you guys say as well. I think you should get a Superman pen that has a laser and will fly as well, says Peter Isaac. Western Force playing much better this season, flying the Australian flag, says Victor. Yeah, they are the side that everyone has said is the team that can beat a New Zealand side. We just have to wait and see, though. At this stage, only the one change for the Hurricanes in their starting 15 for the second half. It's Safa Amua not on the field. That is because of the head knock that he took a little bit earlier on in the match as well. But now it is going to be the chance for the Western Force to kick off the second half. Hello, Kiwi lad from Expert Gaming as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Already half-time now, says Joseph. Yeah, this game is flying by, but Safa Amua putting on the jacket. Looks like he's not going to be returning. He is saying that maybe he hit his head. So because of it now, that will mean that maybe he's going to be out for the next couple of weeks, which will be huge for the Hurricanes. He has been playing very well. That one has been kicked off by Domingo Maiotti. And it's taken very nicely by Salisi Ayase. Returns fire on the left boot and does kick that one into touch. But I will mention, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, it is very much appreciated that you will check out some of the other videos as well. We have been doing heaps of them regarding Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. A lot of live stream. Mr. Beam is in the chat. G'day, I'm back. Sorry, I was in Oz. It's us, it's Mr. Beam. No worries, mate. Hope you did have a great time there. Lamapi will score first try in the second half, says AJ Cook as well. A lot closer than I thought, says Expert Gaming. I think that is the case with a lot of people in terms of the fact that the Western Force, they just hang in there. But at the moment, it's a rolling maul for the Hurricanes. It's in the hands of Ricky Riccatelli on the 40-metre line 40 out from their own line here. The Hurricanes straight over the ball, almost was one of the Western Force players, but Jordy Barrett now with that massive boot, sending it higher. Looks like it's going to be Pulu taking this one beautifully. Yes, he has. Now he has found a bit of space for himself as well. Pulu, huge gap up the middle, and he is going. Who's it going to? It was an awkward pass, though, to Kyle Godwin, and it went over his head, unfortunately, and it didn't quite work out for the Western Force there, but that was exciting. They are checking something by the sounds of it. No, it is going to be the line out of the Hurricanes, but Tony Pulu just finding the gap, running beautifully through it as well. Luke Campbell not able to stop him. Then from there, went for Kyle Godwin, but it was just a little bit too high, so he had to jump for it, but Gareth Evans claiming that line out throw as well, and now they are going to be driving forward with Riccatelli at the back. Jeremy Thrush, though, working his way through the middle. He's got him by the jersey at the moment, and Jeremy Thrush has been told to leave that one. So now it is going to be Ricky Riccatelli, who has still got this ball in hand. He has gone to ground as well now. And it is going to be in the hands of Luke Campbell, just inside of the half of the Hurricanes. Oh, Duplessis Karefi cleaned up there and fell back onto Campbell. Now it's going to be Auburn Ledger hitting up, tackled by Koteka, though. And at this stage, the Force have up their physicality to 110% in the second half so far. They look like a side who really want to get a try, get back into this match, because that's the thing. If they score a try, that cancels the bonus point. Jordan Olawafala taking that one beautifully in the air. Oh, he's running to the arm of Duplessis Karefi, though. And now it is going to be the penalty to the Hurricanes, though, for not releasing. So once again, very well done from the Hurricanes. I believe it was Walker Leawere, if I'm not wrong, not releasing ball. Duplessis Karefi back up on his feet, winning the penalty for his side as well. Tell you what, the chat is going very quick at the moment. We have got in there, Ross has said, yeah, Chiefs versus Reds tomorrow. The conditions are brilliant, 26 degrees right now. So Manana will be the same as well. Chiefs to win, says Ross McIntyre. Maybe, although saying that, 26 degrees will be pretty warm for the New Zealand sides. They won't be used to that. That is for sure. So it could be an interesting game of endurance, and whoever benches, whoever's bench will be the better one, perhaps will end up winning that match. But now it is going to be Ricky Riccatelli with the ball just inside of the 22 for the line-out throw. Duplessis Karefi, a little bit of a set play there. Riccatelli running hard at Koteka, but great tackle from, it was Koteka there. Now it's going to be Campbell with the short ball into the hands of Prinsep, and they are only 5 or 10 metres out now, the Hurricanes. So in this situation, it could be a very good opportunity for them to be able to possibly pick up the try. He went into the hands of Wesu. Somebody dropped it. Walker Leawere. Xavier Numia dropping it as well. And Ricky Riccatelli, not a happy man at all. Jordy Barrett running sideways, decided to go to him. And in the end, unfortunately for him, ended up dropping that ball. A nice little set play there from the Hurricanes. Ricky Riccatelli trying to drive forward. And then in the end, he did end up just putting that ball down. Little offload. And yeah, just didn't quite stick to the hands. But at this stage, they did say that there's a man down, which doesn't sound too good. Jeremy Thrush, by the sounds of it, is down. We have also got there, hello, mate, from, or everyone is saying hi to Pene Isaac. Also, we have got Riley is back. Better broke Ben, then broken, I guess that is true, a clip. And we have also got there, Go Force from Pene. And also, hey, mate, from Bertie. Bertie is in the chat. Evening, mate, how are you? Going for Canes by 20 as well. And at this stage, that could be likely because they have been playing pretty decently so far, the Hurricanes. But I feel like surely the Western Force are scoring a try. But that's one thing. They seem to be able to stay in matches, but they just don't seem to be able to pick up too many tries at the same time as well. Crush Ricky must be Simbin as well, says A-Clip. And we have also got Go Force, go for the chip kick. I'm not going to the Crusaders versus Force game as well. And that would be in Christchurch, wouldn't it? If I'm not wrong in that regard. And Warriors are winning over the Cowboys at the moment, which is a very good news. And we have also got NZ teams go and Ho from Izan. At this stage, Jeremy Thrush, I think they are trying to see where the injury happened. I think it was the ankle on the far side, maybe, if I'm not wrong. But he has stayed down here, Jeremy Thrush, which is not good news for the Western Force. He has already had 128 matches in his career. Very busy boy. Indeed. Are there any other matches tonight, says Expert Gaming? No, this one is the only one. Then we've got 3 matches tomorrow, starting at 5:05 p.m. New Zealand time. Waratahs versus Crusaders. Then the next game is going to be the Blues versus the Brumbies at 7:15. And then 9:45, it is going to be the Reds versus the Chiefs. And then on Sunday at around 2:30 p.m., it is going to be the match between the Rebels and the Highlanders, and that is going to be happening in Sydney. So it has been shifted from Queenstown. No mate tomorrow, as well as his Pene Isaac, but he is going off the field there, Jeremy Thrush. So that means now it is going to be Macaulay who is going to be making his way onto the field. So we'll quickly write that one down. But so far, 2 HIAs happening in this match. not ideal for either side in that situation. At the moment, I said it before, it looks pretty packed there at Napier, which is good to see that they have gone to another ground, and it looks like the crowd have well and truly turned up for this game. But now it is going to be the scrum feed of the Western Force, about 10 metres out from their own line, 44 minutes into this match now. Kubeli puts the ball in, good push from the Hurricanes, but the Western Force doing well to hang on. Front row has gone down, but has been fired back now into the hands of Kyle Godwin, and he has kicked it for touch. Jordy Barrett lining this one up. Is he going to throw it? No, he decides not to. And now it is going to be the line-out throw for the Hurricanes once again. He's got itchy ball thrush as well, says a clip. And we have also got there, looking forward to the matches tomorrow. Will be good to watch. It will indeed. And hopefully I am able to watch them. I know severe weather warnings have been put out for my area of the country. So hopefully it does leave the power on for me throughout this one. And at this stage, the player leaving his feet and also ending up in the wrong place. So now it is going to be a cross kick now into the hands almost of Riccatelli. But it is going back for the penalty now for the Hurricanes. So at this stage, unfortunately, Riccatelli hasn't had the best start to his half when he has been on the field. But I feel like that will mean that maybe you can score a try a little bit later on. Speaking of Satyrs, did anyone see that post on Reddit where they roasted Sam Whitelock and Scott Barrett? I did not. What happened in there? Any chance of Jordy getting in for a try, says Dara? At this stage, it's hard to say. He hasn't really, he's had a couple touches, but he looks like he is willing to give it to a few of the forwards as well. Like he tried to offload it to Riccatelli and he ended up dropping it. So maybe he will go himself here, Jordy Barrett, if he does get the chance. But now he has kicked that ball right for the corner. Very good kick there. And they are only going to be 6 metres out now, the Hurricanes, with the line-out throw. Marco Vonapolbia has said, must be cold in my matey brother. It is very chilly at the moment, that is for sure. Luckily, we've got the fire going. But yeah, I just mentioned before that there's supposed to be a lot of rain in the next kind of short moment, maybe over the next 24 hours or so. So there could be power outages, Wi-Fi is lost, all sorts. But hopefully it will all last so that we can watch all of the rugby. But at the moment, it's a rolling maul for the Hurricanes. Scott Crafton got the ball in hand, goes back into the hands of Prinsep now. And at this stage, it is being very well defended by the Western Force. That one's almost going into touch, but they have kept that ball in. Now it is going to be Auburn Ledger. A little bit of a bounce pass there. Got into the hands of Barrett. Quick hands to Wesusa. Can they stop him? Richard Coe, he's going to try, and he scores the try, Wesusa. And I said that he was going to be the first try scorer of this second half, and that is exactly what he has done there, Wesusa. And because of it now, the Hurricanes have got that bonus point not just secured, but maybe it is guaranteed that they will have it at the end, as the Western Force would have to score twice. But I am going to write it down off the line out. Ledger with the bounce pass to Peter Umaga Jensen. Beautifully taken. Then it was Jordy Barrett with the assist. Goes out to Wesusa, and that man off the mark is a very hard man to stop. And he does score the try. There we go. 4 tries now for the Hurricanes. Hey, bro can make history. Can you please turn the camera to the screen so we can watch live? Also, says Vasily. Unfortunately, that would be very short-lived history, because as soon as you show any footage, the stream gets taken down and you get banned from live streaming for at least 3 months. So, I mean, you get to see maybe 1 second of footage, and then our YouTubing would be put on hold for 3 months, unfortunately. So the only way to really watch it live is probably if you've got the likes of Rugby Pass or anything like that, 48 minutes. Yes, it is. We are sitting 47 and 20 seconds for myself. We have also got there, do you get paid for your YouTube play? It says Benno Isaac. We do get a slight amount. It's not really, you wouldn't really call it a lot. It's enough to pay for the likes of live streaming software and whatnot. But overall, our revenue's not great, to be fair. And now it is going to be kicked from Jordy Barrett, trying to line it up. Didn't quite get the banana kick to go back. So it is going to be unconverted. But at this stage, the Hurricanes sitting 24-6 over the Hurricanes, over the Western Force. We have also got there, they took a pick of Sam and Scott on the bench, and AU saying some bench time, and they said Sam tried standing closer to the camera so he can look bigger, and said Scott Barrett's muscles are for show, as well as his scrum lass. Interesting. I mean, that's one thing though. Sam Whitelock and Scott Barrett, that is a good combo to have as your lock pairing. I also see Kaitu'u has made his way onto the field now for the Western Force, and the big question is, are they going to be able to score a try in this match? I know that they'd want to, but at this stage just haven't quite been able to get it go where they want it to. The Western Force haven't really had too much of the ball retention either. They said glamour muscles, and I screamed as well, said Scrum Lass. I mean, glamour muscles, that is a new term that I haven't heard before. Whoever's got to, everyone asking, the first New Zealand team to lose will be the Blues or Hurricanes in the final versus Crusaders as well, says Machu. That is a bold prediction as well. That one has been stolen, though, by the Hurricanes there. And once again, the Western Force line out just hasn't quite helped them out in this situation. The Hurricanes looking strong throughout this match at line out time. And now they have got this ball about 10 metres out from their own line. Good tackle from Koteka there to drag down Reed Princey, but now it's going to be fired back into the hands of Auburn Ledger. Now looking for touch once again. And he has found it, and it's going to be on the 22 once again. Not getting too many metres on that Auburn Ledger in terms of making the metres. But at this stage now, we are in the situation of it's another line out for the Western Force, and we have Scott watch a replay on the newsletter. So Machu and Sam Whitelock's Harry body. Yeah, I think not. Bodie said his bro Scott Barrett has a humongous. Yeah, I think you mentioned that one other time, Marco, for the polar bear as well. But now it is going to be Kaitu with the ball at the back of this rolling ball, and now they're starting to make a few metres here, the Western Force. They want to get their back line going. Now, I said that Wes Houston would score the first try for the Hurricanes. Can Kyle Godwin back me up and score the first try for the Western Force? And now they are driving nicely. It's gone to the short side. Tony Pulu now, only about 5 metres out, still driving here, Tony Pulu. And they have got this ball. It is going into the hands of the forwards now. They're trying to make a few extra metres. They've got the advantage as well. It's going to be Kyle Godwin. It was going to go to him as well. He's hit late by Duplessis Karefi. But because of the little bit of a player leaving feet in the breakdown, it did mean that they weren't able to continue. Tell you what, I got excited there. I thought Kyle Godwin was going to be able to get himself one. Force lost to the Chiefs by 1. What's going on tonight? Says Emily Farrell. Unfortunately, line-out time just hasn't been working out for them. They are making 3 changes. It's going to be Rakati Stones on the field now, and Artie Savia making his way back out onto the field, and Gareth Evans also coming off the field. That was for Artie Savia. Cam Roygard is going to be coming on the field, and that is going to be for Luke Campbell. Tell you what, I'm doing a lot of writing at the moment. I haven't even spelled any names right at this stage, but how quickly I was trying to write it all down. We have Scott Lowe. You can watch the game live and Vep Raw Sports, any live game as well. Says Benno Isaac, and we have Scott What's Up Mako on the Ice Cream Cones. Newest the first half, bro, and we have Scott Go Force Go. Not lying. Bowden Barrett said his massive hang still his knees. Right, I have no cones this evening, and I'm sad, and I'm going to write a poem about it. Says Scrumless SCO Hurricanes from John as well. Now they are trying to drive here. The Western Force being defended there. Kubeli is tied up there by Tyrell Lomax. He's had a great game so far. Now it is going to be Domingo Miotti. It's going to be playing halfback, but instead it's going to be Leo Warner going around the side, trying to make a couple extra metres. Artie Savia straight over the ball, trying to steal it, and he's won the penalty. Welcome back. Artie Savia straight away picking up from where he left off. And he does win the penalty. His legs still don't look like they're working the way that he'd like them to, but he has just won the penalty for his side. Do anyone vape? Yes, says Max Coral. I do not. And we have what's got Reds versus Chiefs should be a good one, says Ryan. It should indeed. And also Vape Nation, says Scrumless. Yeah, at this stage, tackles made in the red zone. They've made 120 tackles, only missing 7. And that is a crazy stat with the fact that their defense so far is going to take them all the way to the final. The answer is no as well. It's Scrumless. And we have what's got not now, bro. Took the wife out for dinner and was getting itchy feet, wanting to get home ASAP to watch the streams. Hashtag prioritized as well. We do appreciate that. But hopefully she did enjoy the nice, or what dinner did you get? Was it BK? Because I do enjoy me a BK. That is for sure. Jordy Barrett now kicking that one high into the sky now. And at the stage taken very nicely by Tony Pulu. And now he is going to be countering here, trying to find a bit of a gap. Tackle by Scrafton, though, 40 metres out from the Western Force line. Kubeli now into the hands of Kaitu, driving forward once again. And at this stage, I decided I'd have a quick look to see in terms of the matchmakers seeing what they thought of this match. And at this stage, the Hurricanes are that much of a favourite that it's pretty much just a cancelled game at this stage. So it would be nice to see the Western Force come back just a little bit in this one as well. But now it is going to be in the hands of Kahui once again, trying to find a bit of a gap. Not quite able to, though. Still 40 metres out from their own line. And at this stage, the possession has just been very solid for the Hurricanes throughout this whole match as well. Now it is going to be quick hands into the hands of Oloafella. Shut down, though, by Peter Umunga. Jensen straight over the ball was Wes Husa. Not able to get that one, though. Now it is going to be Kubeli. Goes back into the hands of Lee Warner, getting another carry. And he is the man who has had the most carries, or second most carries, in this competition so far. Probably first now that we are in the situation of, that's a nice kick from Kubeli there. But at this stage, only 27 minutes left as well in this match, and he has been busy. Now it is going to be Rob Carney, who was making the tackle there. Roygard goes back into the hands of Tyrell Lomax, and he has had a very great game so far, Tyrell Lomax. I do have to say. And now it is going to be Duplessis Karefi driving forward as well, trying to make those extra meters for the Hurricanes. And at this stage, the Western Force, their defence, they've missed a few tackles, but it hasn't been too bad. Overall, they just don't quite have the numbers on the field that they would like. Now it is going to be a quick ball out into the hands of Reed Prinsep now. And they are into the half of the Western Force. Now it's going to be back for Barrett. Into the hands of Ricky Riccatelli driving forward. A little offload. Now it's going to be Rickety Stones making a few extra meters for his side as well. And the Hurricanes at this stage, they have reached 10 phases quite a few times in this match. Little offload there. Ledger goes to Jordy Barrett. Little flick out the back to Artie Savia now, having his first carry of this match. And the crowd will well and truly get him behind him. And he is still going, Artie Savia, just inside of the 22 at the moment. I will read the chat in a very short moment as well. Now it's going to be Duplessis Karefi. He wants another try. Jordy Barrett getting straight in that ruck to protect that ball. Roygard now goes to Artie Savia, tackled by Kubeli. And someone is down at the moment by the looks of it for the Western Force. He looks like he's getting up a little bit slow. It is going to be Koteka getting up very slowly, and that's an interesting situation. The ball actually hit him, which means now it's still in the hands of the Hurricanes. Little offload to Nari Laumape now, driving forward only a couple meters out now. The Hurricanes. Now it's going to be Roygard looking for the wide ball, is he? I see Artie Savia lurking out on that wing. He'd love to get himself a try. Coming straight back into the sidewalk. Leawera goes back. Jordy Barrett to Laumape on the inside. And they just weren't quite able to get that ball over the line yet, the Hurricanes, but they haven't given up yet. Now it's going to be Roygard into the hands of Susan now, who is going to be stepping on the inside. Little offload to Roygard. Going to the other side now. Auburn Ledger hit hard in the tackle, though. Boy, it was Richard Kahui making that one. Now it is going to be Roygard going to the short side. Goes into the hands of Riccatelli. But he is isolated at the moment. They've had 14 phases in a row. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time, but that's not happening because of how quickly they just keep on hitting this ball up. 15 phases. Roygard. Oh, Scrafton's dropped the ball. Thank you. Double knock on. Right. We can read the chat now as well. We have what's got in there. I'm sure you drink plenty of honey, so you keep your voice as well. Says kind of cooling in. Yeah, that's going to be one of the keys, that is for sure, because it's going to be a big day tomorrow, that is for sure as well. But then saying that, I'm hoping it can happen. But at this stage, you know, it's in that situation. Oh, they're going upstairs for something by the looks of it. But Jeremy Thrush back on the field as well. That is a good sign for the Western Force. And maybe now they take off the other. It looks like they're going to be taking off Anstey, but they're checking something as well. But yeah, at this stage, the power may go out tomorrow. So hopefully it lasts throughout all of the matches that we have got as well. Happy wife, happy life as well, says Machu. Do they have the impossible whopper at BK? And then said the American, this American must know. The impossible whopper. I don't think I've heard of an impossible whopper, but I know of a whopper. So yeah, hard to say. An impossible whopper. I feel like some of the other fellas in the chat might be able to help you out there. But Jordy Barrett there, hitting the head of Koteka, which was actually what injured him. So maybe that is what they are looking at here. Jordy Barrett flying in. It looks like he came from a long way. It's just whether or not they consider it to be foul play, because he does end up in the end connecting with the head. So this could be an awkward one for Jordy Barrett. Might end up in the bin for 10 minutes as well. I had to learn I've had to learn that the hard way. But yes, need to keep the lady happy, I suppose, as well. Says Marco Vunapola Bear. And we haven't got anyone know how much super players get paid, says Real Sheepdog. I don't actually know. I assume it would be a decent amount, surely, because they do a lot of work. They are checking to see if this was going to be, it's going to be the right forearm of Jordy Barrett connecting with the head. So because of it now, Jordy Barrett might get yellow carded or red carded for this one, which will be very unfortunate for him. And if that is the case, he will not be scoring a try in this match. They are getting the naughty chair ready, as they have said as well. Hurricanes on a mission tonight, says Machu. They are indeed. Hurricanes will win this game 34-11. Who do you support, says Football Interest. At this stage, I'm pretty impartial with these New Zealand sides. I just love watching them all play. And also, I enjoy watching the Australian sides play as well. So they are checking. They are saying that he did connect with the head, but he did try and get very low. So it's going to be a 50-50 of what they decide here. It is showing that he was trying to clear him out. And I guess it's one of those situations with how low Koteka's head was. Are they trying to say maybe what else was Jordy Barrett supposed to do? Penalty? Okay, it's just going to be a penalty against Jordy Barrett. And yeah, at that stage, I feel like it's one of those ones that he just couldn't really go anywhere else. Unfortunately, Cowboys are 6 as well in that match. So 6-all from Caffey after 20 minutes for the match between the Warriors and the Cowboys. It's the vegan whopper It's really popular with the carnivores who live here in the US. Just curious if it's the same over there. I know we've got a vegan or a meatless Whopper. I'm not sure what that's called though. Maybe it is the Impossible Whopper. They get paid $80,000, says A-Clip, and we have got the bloody plonker. That's a bit gone, says Dara. Don't worry. I think he's still on the field, Dara, at this stage. It's just going to be a penalty. You're a lucky man, Dara. That is for sure. We have also got the high, says Xavier, and I got a Hurricanes ad for the first time, says Henry Samuel. Was it on this one? Because if it was, thank you very much for watching the ads that we have. We have also got Marco Vunipola Beer has said, I've been told newbie players are on 50K minimum. Not sure about the top, though, says Marco Vunipola Beer. I know Jordy Barrett was a couple or a mil at least going to the top league, but I'm not too sure about anything else. Was he carded? Says Football Interest. He was not. Very lucky man, Jordy Barrett, and he is still out on the field at the moment. Who are they going to here? It's going to be possibly closing the gap, and now Kubeli takes a quick tap now. It's in the hands of Kyle Godwin now getting a chance to carry the ball. He has been tackled by Duplessis Karefi, though, on the halfway line at the moment. Jeremy Thrush now running hard at the line. Duplessis Karefi straight over the ball. No, he went down on the forearms, and because of it now, it is going to be the penalty to the Western Force. Kubeli thinking about tapping it again, but I think they are going to be kicking for the corner this time here, the Western Force. We have got 80K, not much. This Royal Sheepdog, yeah, with what they have to do. Like, you see some of these players, like, they are putting in a shift. And it is a lot of contact, but, yeah, a lot of these players, I don't think they do it for the money. They do it because they love playing the game. And I feel like that's the way you got to do it, because it is certainly, tell you what, that's a million and a half. I certainly do not have one of those. Keep up your unique way of interaction where you narrate narrative games for us. Other rugby YouTubers tend to talk about things that are not related to the match as well, says Liberty. And yeah, that's one thing I try and keep consistent, is the fact that, like, I know that some of you guys don't get the chance to be able to watch the games. So I want to make sure that you guys kind of get a feel for what is happening, so that you have some sort of commentary up until the point of the highlights being uploaded. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys who are here for these ones. Thank God as well, says Dara. So he has still got a chance, but Pryor is on the field as well. That is replacing Thomas Kubeli. And now they are driving forward here, the Western Force. Once again, the line-out drive looking a lot better in the second half so far. It's in the hands of Pryor. What are they going to do from here? It's going to be first receiver. Godwin goes back into the hands of Miotti. Now selling the dummy. Chose the wrong option because Duplessis Karefi was right there. The ball ripped away almost as well. But they have got the advantage once again against Duplessis Karefi. He'll have to be careful if he wants to stay out on the field. Little offload there from Stunder. Now it's going to be Pryor with the wide ball. Goes to Jordan Oliver. Fella breaking the tackle, offload on the inside to Rob Carney. Now stepping around, little offload into the hands. Jumps off the ref there at this stage, Anstey. They've still got this ball going to the short side now. It's going to be quick hands. Rob Carney goes himself. Is he going to make it? Rob Carney, he's a metre short. And they weren't quite able to get there. Artie Savi, a great defence there. And they have been able to stop the Western Force forward from getting over. They are going across the field now. Pryor goes into the hands of Tamani. They're only a couple metres short here, the Western Force, and they need this try. It's a long ball. What skill that is from Salisi Rayasi. They're not going to catch him from there, Salisi Rayasi. And he is going to be going all the way. They're showing his boots. Good chase from Richard Kawi, not good enough. Mistake from the Western Force. And it is the try to the Hurricanes once again. Salisa Rayasi just ran the length of the field. He had a lot of metres carried in the first match that he played. He had a rest last week, and that is well and truly a run and a half. At the end of the day, Pryor tries a very long ball. Didn't find Godwin. Didn't go far enough. And then Salisa Rayasi controlled it with the boot. Used his pace, and he was just able to chase it down. And tell you what, Richard Kawi, decent chase from that man. He is, how old is he at the moment, Richard Kawi? He's still running all over the place. But yeah, in the end, that is skill and a half from Salisa Rayasi. They do for the love and the free meals as well, says Clip. And we have also got you support Tasman Marcos or just the Chiefs and Mulus from Waikato. And we have also got whereabouts in New Zealand are you from? I'm from Canterbury. But I don't actually, I guess you could say I'm pretty unbiased when it comes to watching the Crusaders. I just enjoy watching the competition as well. Yeah, I was on the live stream as well, says Henry Samuel. And we have also got earlier on, we have got the ad at Julian Savia doing yoga. Says, yeah, I think I've seen that one. And Ruben Love's in it as well, if I'm not wrong. And now we have got, what are you watching the game on? I am watching it on Sky Go, which is why there's about a 30-second delay from what I am saying to what is kind of happening for if you are watching the game live. So there is a little bit of a delay there. Kane's in as well, says Nathan. Knowing the Hurricanes will win the game, I will still be watching the game and I will leave the stream. See you tomorrow for the Crusaders versus Waratahs. We have got Batman has said, Kiwi lads, I think the Rebels and Force should join forces and the Australians should dump the Waratahs so they can have just 3 teams to make it more competitive. And that is Peter Umaga Jensen coming off the field. Looks like he is a little bit injured. But yeah, it will be interesting because of the fact that they have got the likes of Fiji Drua and also Moana Pacifica joining. So it will be interesting to see what they add to the competition. Tavita Kurandrani also making his way onto the field. What can he add in this game? Duplessis Karevi straight over the ball. But there was already the penalty. No, it was a knock-on. So Vince Aso coming on the field for the first time in a long time here. Duplessis Karevi has been lightning quick in those breakdowns at the moment. So it will be interesting to see whether or not he can win any more penalties. But at this stage, the bonus point is secured for the Hurricanes. A lot of people thought this match was going to be a little bit closer than it is at this stage. I'd love to see the Western Force get 1 try. That is for sure. I see you had a shave, shaved about 10 years off your age as well. Says BGs. Yeah, it was for the 2,200 subscribers. I did decide that I would go with just the mustache, kind of ripping a Jeremy Thrush, although he's got the handlebars all the way down as well. I'm on Sky Sport, says Nathan, and they won't even make, or they won't make it even. NZ is just too good as well, says Daniel. And we have got what, come on, Force, please just win as well, says Pene. And at this stage, they have got the scrum feed 40 metres out from the Hurricanes line. 4 balls as well, says A-Clip. At this stage, 100 tackles made by the Western Force. And there have been a lot of carries for the Hurricanes so far. And it's one of those ones, if you can't get your hands on the ball, does make it extremely difficult to be able to score tries. And at this stage, the most that the Hurricanes have had is 15 phases. And I believe they've had about 3 or 4 that they have gone up to 10 phases as well. Whereas the Western Force, I think they've only had 10 phases maybe once, which can make a big difference as well. Just the mighty Mulus Mutu, but secretly have a crush on the Marcos. They have a wicked team. They do indeed. Like Sevu Reece, Will Jordan, Mark Talia, that's just your back 3. Like, you've got a lot of skill. Lester Fine Nuku's there as well. And now it is going to be just the free kick. I believe, no, it is. The whistle has been blown and they have turned the time off at this stage. Just both front rows just not quite getting along at the moment. I reckon NZ should have a longer NBC instead of Super Rugby, as well as this Royal Sheepdog. And it's interesting. I saw that it's been called the Bunnings NBC this year. And I didn't realize, I did realize, but they have changed it like pretty much every year from Mitre 10 to Bunnings. It was the ITM Cup, but now it has gone back to Bunnings. So hopefully people know that it is the Bunnings Cup. And I'm going to be doing a few live streams on that competition as well. I feel like it would be pretty cool seeing where some of these players have come from in terms of their journey to Super Rugby. Hey, from Face Note Gaming as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we have also got Hurricanes got 2 or 3 more tries in them as well, says Machu. And tell you what, hopefully we do get to see one from the Western Force as well. Duplessis Karefi straight over the ball, not able to get it though. Now it's going to be Pryor, goes to Olawafala with a bit of a step there, trying to make a few extra meters. Now it is going to be almost Duplessis Karefi's just stolen that one. And he has kicked it downfield. He is winning a lot on the breakdown. Now it's going to be Rob Carney, who is going to be returning for an awkward looking kick there. It's almost going out, is it? Yes, it is. Where Susan takes it, goes quickly across field to Jordy Barrett now, firing up the torpedo punt. And it has gone into the 22, taken nicely by Domingo Mayotti. Looking like he is going to be returning fire here. It's gone high. And it's being chased by Jordan Olawafala. And also it's going to be almost contested by Tony Pulu. It was a fair contest, and the Hurricanes have got this ball back once again. Fires it back now into the hands of Vince Sasso, getting one of his first carries of the Super Rugby year almost so far. Adi Savia, quick hands out to Laumape with a little no-look tap. Now it's going to be Laumape running sideways. Still going Laumape, but he has been dragged down by Lee Warner. I will read the chat in a very short moment as well. And now it is going to be Roy Gard. Has kicked it high. Who is going to be taking this one? It's taken nicely by Mayotti. Almost tackled by Vince Sasso, but breaking the tackle. Adi Savia drags him down though on the halfway line. Now it is going to be going back across field for the Western Force, looking for an offload. It was Lee Warner, not able to find it though. Now it's going to be the Western Force once again on attack. They look like almost a shoulder charge there from Pori Rakati Stones, but he is still driving their Kaitu, making them a few extra meters here. And now he has kicked the ball away. Interesting choice there, looking for a bit of space over the top. It is going into touch, about 10 meters out from the Hurricanes line. Although they did have numbers in that back line, but perhaps they decided they weren't making too many meters. Tamani is down. I believe he's only just come back as well. They have taken that one quickly now. Now it's going to be Auburn Ledger looking for a bit of a counter-attack. Great tackle there from Stunder, straight over the ball. But the Hurricanes putting themselves under a bit of added pressure. Now it's going to be Duplessis Karefi. It's been tackled there. Roy Gard is going to be firing it back now into the hands of Jordy Barrett. He's going back down the middle of the field once again. Has gone high, and that one is going into touch. And that is a good clearance from the Hurricanes. Right, the chat is going crazy quick at the moment, so I do appreciate you all being here. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. The Cowboys are up 6-12, so not good news there for the the Warriors. Hopefully, they will be able to get back into it very soon. We have also got Kiwi Lads, my Super Rugby, my idea for Super Rugby, 5 NZ teams, 4 Australia teams, 2 Pacific teams, 2 Japan teams, 1 Argentina, 13 teams around teams play each other once, as well as Batman, 13 teams and have quarterfinals. So is that all of the games being co-hosted in New Zealand and Australia, or is it kind of all over the place, like going to Japan and whatnot as well? But they are looking there. The ankle looks like it was kind of buckling awkwardly there for Lee Warner. Or was it Scrafton that they're talking about, who was injured there? We have also got there Bunnings and Montana, my favourite stores as well, says Marco von a Polar Bear. Perhaps they will one day sponsor the channel if we are lucky. And we have also got Shave the Beard as well, says Fayto Gaming. Oh, Shave the Beard. Yes, I did. We did hit that 2,200 subscribers, so I decided that a deal was a deal, so I got rid of this part and just have the mustache. But this one, Waratah's hurting for Hooper and Tell Toyota Verblitz to send him back as well. Says Scrumlets, the Cowgirls getting me excited since a clip. And we have got a full 4 slews. He will not go in the finals. As well, says Penno Isaac. What else did you shave? No, just the face at this stage. Oh, that's stolen there by the Hurricanes. Was it a little knock on? No, it's not now. They have still got this ball here, the Hurricanes. No, it was a little knock on. So now it is going to be the scrum feed of the Western Force. And we have also got there in the chat, we'll tell you what, it's going too quick for me to read at the moment. Are you asking, do the Drapes smash the curtains? This one says Machu. It's got Liquorland TAB and the $2 shop are my favourite stores. $2 shop used to be great, didn't it? Like, we have a dartboard, and I've still got a set of darts that I got from the $2 shop. The throwing kind, not the other kind. And we have also got, thought it was live video coverage. No, man, says Esther, Esther, hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, although I do have in the title not showing game as well, and that is purely because we aren't allowed to on YouTube. So I am sorry about that. We have got what's up, brother, from George Claw. Welcome to the live stream, mate. We have got there like a broken record. The Kiwi Lads can't show live footage as well, says Machu. Yeah, I feel like it would be great if I could, but I don't know whether people realize like how much trouble you get in if you do that. It's going to be the penalty there for the Western Force, and Wagner's on the field now for Robertson. He was able to score a late try in the last match, Wagner, so maybe you can do the same here as well. And we have also got there, I will go with Jordy Barrett as well, says Rays. And we have got, I love watching USA and Canadian base builders on YouTube. Their building code is a lot higher than our made in China stacks we build in New Zealand as well, says Marco Vodapolar Bear. Sorry, editor, my idea is Super Rugby competition, 5 New Zealand teams, 4 Australian teams, 2 Japan teams, 2 Pacific Islands, 1 Argentine team as well for 14 teams. And play each other once like Super Rugby days, and has quarterfinals, 13 pre-round robin games and 3 knockout games. I like it. Might have to do something like it on Rugby Challenge perhaps, but Kaitu now is going to be throwing this one in. And at this stage, they have 5 visits to the 22. That one was almost stolen by Artie Savia, but straight into the rolling maul now. Are the Western Force looking for a gap to see if they can break their way through for the first try of this match? They are defending it well at the moment, the Hurricanes, but they're slowly edging forward here, the Western Force. Looks like they are going to be breaking off very soon. They have been told to use it, and now they have got to try and use their backline here. It's going to be in the hands of Pryor. Fires it back now. Wide ball now into the hands of now Rob Carney, trying to find a bit of a gap, but he is tackled nicely. Oliver Fella trying to stop Salisa Ayasi from getting the ball. Now it's going to be Pryor, awkward pass, and it's bounced straight back up. Oh, it's bounced on Duplessis Refi's head. Now it's going to be Oliver Fella at the moment. It's Aussie rules. The ball is bouncing around all over the place. Now it's going to be Tony Bulu running out of the line, but he is tackled there by James Blackwell. Thrower of the ball was Duplessis Refi. He has been told to leave it. Now it's going to be Pryor. Goes back to Mayotte. Now quick hands on the inside. Little bit of a forward pass from Godwin. And now it is going to be the Hurricanes once again with the scrum feed to go. The Hurricanes, there's Georgia Simpson as well. And we have got which Aussie team would you get rid of from football? And we have also got there, Canadian House is a real deal, unlike my leaky caravan with bullet holes in leaking rain as well. The Rebels, says Batman, you keep the Force as well, says Football Interests. And tell you what, the chat at the moment is going extremely quick. And I didn't realize we'd have this many people in for the Friday night game. So I do appreciate you all very much for being here. And we have got a whole heap of interesting stores for Marco Vodapolar Bear. And I'm building a bamboo shack soon, says a clip as well. Got us, and we have also got your outstanding commentary skills. Make it seem like watching a live game, says Victor. So thank you very much. That is exactly what I am going for in these ones. I want to make sure that you guys who can't see the game do get a little bit of a feel for what's happening in the game while it is happening live. And we have also got there now, it is going to be Artie Savia, fires it back into the hands of Auburn Ledger, kicks downfield. Can the Western Force score in this match? That's a big question, because at the moment, the Hurricanes, they will be sitting top of the table. If this one does go their way, which it should at this stage, Auburn Ledger taking that one beautifully, tackled by Rob Carney. Now it is going to be Roy Gard, who is trying to find a bit of a gap, offload over the top into the hands of Vinsaso, stepping across the field, trying to find a bit of a gap, but he is dragged down. And the question is Billy Proctor out on the field yet? As well, I'm trying to look around for him because I know Lamape, I think, may have come off the field a little bit earlier on. Who's got that one? It's still in the hands of the Western Force. They've done well there, but Rob Carney is still down. Now it's going to be in the hands of Lee Warner. Lamape is still out there at this stage. Now it's going to be Wagner, who is charging forward, crawling along the ground, but wasn't held. So was able to go again. Now it is going to be in the hands of Miotti. Fires it wide now. Into the hands of Stunder, looking for the offload. Great low tag on him by Vinsaso, though, straight round the side. Artie Savia has given away the penalty there. And because of it now, it is going to be another chance for the Western Force. We have also got in there, okay. We have got Penny Isaac, bro, you should make a new account and make a random name and hide your face and hide the background and force yourself to make a voice. They will not know and show us the game 1000 IQ, says Penny Isaac. I mean, to be fair, it sounds like a huge amount of work to just have it taken down in a second. And I'm not sure how they do it, but I know it's somehow... is it if you're in the same location? So that would possibly mean we'd need some sort of VPN or something as well. It would be a lot of work just for 1 second of footage before it got taken down. Western Force should have the name changed to Forcebacks as well. Hi from Lachlan as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to go bye. Says Nathan, see you later as well. But at this stage, on the 22, the Western Force are going to be having this line-out throw. What can they do from here? Almost stolen by Artie Savia, but now they are going for the drive. Once again, Billy Proctor coming on the field, and that is for Auburn Ledger. So they are going to leave Laumape out there for the rest of this match. So I will quickly write down Billy Proctor. So he is going to have 10 minutes here to try and make something of a goal. When the first receiver there has almost broken the tackle with Douglas Ikarefi. He has been tackling well all day. Now it's going to be Pryor. Goes to Domingo Mayotte. He sells a bit of a dummy there. Little offload to Oliver. Fella inside ball, but it's a knock on from Tony Pulu. But I think they're going back for the penalty for the Western Force here. Never back 10 is the call. So because of it now, they have got another opportunity. The Western Force, they are pouring on the pressure here. They want to try in this match. They just haven't quite been able to get one yet, y'all. You just change a location. 100 IQ, says Pino Isaac as well. We have also got in the chat, you're going to use my tractor or use the tractor to roll my caravan on its side. You know, more leak problem solved. I guess that might be 100 IQ as well. Roll the caravan on the side with the missus inside. As well, says Marco von Apollo Bear, but now it is going to be a few blows of the whistle here. It's going to be thrown back, and Kaitu is going to have another chance. They're going upstairs. 15 blues coming off the field. Rob Carney for an HIA, so there's another one. So that means probably more than likely will be Jack McGregor making his way out onto the field as well. I think in 2024, US and Canada should join the Six Nations, becoming the Eight Nations, and the groups of 4 teams have an Autumn Cup as semi-final, a playing playoff, 5 playoff, and 8th playoff as well. And I mean, that's the thing. I know a lot of people were saying that South Africa should join the Six Nations, although I know quite a few people aren't that keen on that idea as well. Or I think you got a bit of a shoulder from Auburn Ledger there when he was in contact. But now they have claimed that one once again, and now it's going to be a rolling maul for the Western Force once again, trying to make a few meters. Who's got it in hand at the moment? It looks like it is going to be. Is it Jeremy Thrush at the back? Who's got it? They're going forward here. Are they going to be able to get over the line? They're close to the line. Jeremy Thrush goes down, and he scored the try, Jeremy Thrush. And it was the factor. I mean, I have the mustache. I said at the start that he was going to be scoring a try because of it. But Jeremy Thrush scoring the try for the Western Force. Deserved one as well in Trans-Tasman. First try, 11th try of his career as well. And the Western Force pick up their first try of this match as well. And while she watching the Chiefs as well, says that clip. We have also got, as an American, that would make me so happy. Says Scrum Less, although they look like they are going to be checking something. So maybe it's not a try for Jeremy Thrush. That would be harsh if it wasn't. We have also got there, if you have a leaky caravan, I would recommend some duct tape and a bit of PVA glue as well. Potential obstruction they are checking for here. They're checking 6 blue here. Oh, okay. No try to the Western Force. It is cancelled out. And Jeremy Thrush does not score the try. The poor man thought that he had it there, Jeremy Thrush, but that one has been disallowed. And the Force still set in their scoreless ways in this match. Somewhere in the South Island was -8 degrees this week. How shriveled up. And geez, that is cold. Hopefully it doesn't get that cold tomorrow. But I know that it's supposed to be raining an absolute storm here. So maybe maybe it will end up the power going off, which hopefully won't happen. If so, I was trying to look for different ways of doing it, and I may have to try and whip out a generator and see if I can somehow get that going. But that would be probably a costly venture just to watch the rugby, but I would be absolutely loving it, that's for sure. We have also got Kiwi lads. If USA and Canada join the Six Nations, it will make Italy a thing again. As well, says Batman, and finally full score. And we have got, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I took the roof off, then stuffed my hand. It's just a tarp now drowning. Now dropping down, flopping, or flapping on me. And we have got Yikes, says Scrum lads. The Japanese teams would be a good addition for us too. I love a bit of, says Grant. And tell you what, the top league was actually very impressive this year. I did enjoy watching the final between Jordy Barrett's side and I can't even remember who the other side was. Was it Toyota Verblitz? Tell you what, that's taken nicely by Artie Savia. And Laumape is going to be scoring the try now. And it's another try for the Hurricanes. And that is harsh. Why are they going to do that? The Western Force, they've been working hard all game. And now they just had to watch Laumape run it in for his try. And now all of a sudden, they have scored 6 tries in this match. Now, I will quickly write down Nani Laumape picking up the try for the Hurricanes once again. Nice little chip over the top. Artie Savia takes it beautifully, draw and pass. And it is the try for Laumape now. We've also got in Fiji, it's raining today. As well, says Pino Isaac, and also jump through the neighbour's window and make yourself comfy. No Force from Western as well, says Machu. Japan to join the Rugby Championship, and Fiji have to feel for the Force, says AJ Cook. You do indeed. They've been working hard, but in the end, the Hurricanes have just been punishing them. Like to have that try disallowed from Jeremy Thrush, then to just have it go all the way down the other end of the field, and the Hurricanes score a couple minutes later. Who said it was going to be 41-6 to the Canes? Good guess, Lowell. As well, says Scrum Lass. And yeah, bro, had Hurricanes -29 on my weekend multi. As well, says Machu. And that must be, at the moment, they'll be sitting -29. So they must be pretty close to that, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, they're over that, I believe. Are they? Yeah, they are. But Mape scores the try. Tonga and Samoa should do a thing with Uruguay, Brazil, and South Korea and other teams, a Nation Cup as well. And I guess it's one of those ones, it would be good to see more of those, but is it the cost side of it that they have decided that that's why they don't do it? Or is it just because of the fact that they haven't thought of it, perhaps? Or Oliver Feller retaining that one, though, for the Western Force. Oh, Blackwell getting it into touch there. And now it is going to be the line-out throw for the Western Force. I feel bad for them. I want to see them get one try in this match. But I feel like more than likely there'll be a penalty and then the Hurricanes will go the full length of the field and score another try. Just seems to be the way that this match is going. No, I'm at war with my naughty neighbours. My stepdad kicked me out for making caravan on his lawn as well, says a clip. Now it is going to be in the hands of Pryor. Nice ball from, it was Domingo Mayotte to the hands of Stunder now. Now it is going to be Godwin. Quick hands from Mayotte once again. Goes into the hands of Jack McGregor. A little offload there into the hands of Pulu, who is trying to make a few extra meters, running hard at the line. But he does go to ground 40 meters out from the Hurricanes line. Now it is going to be fired back. Anstey now. Short ball into the hands of Wagner, the man who was able to score a last-minute try in the last match. Can he do the same here? Godwin with a beautiful wide ball into the hands of Kaitsu. He's put it down, though. And they have said that it did go backwards. So now because of it, the turnover is good. Wes Houston's going to be chasing this one. Ricky Riccatelli wants it as well. It's beaten all of them, and it's going to sit up nicely for the Western Force. Now it's going to be Lee. Sorry, not Lee. Yeah, it is Lee. Lee Warner has charged forward there. This game has been back and forth at times throughout this one, that is for sure. And I will be reading the chat in a very short moment as well. Pryor now going into the hands of Lee Warner once again with another carry. And at this stage, they are trying to defend well here. The Hurricanes, they'd love to be able to score themselves one more. Of course, points differential. Like there's a huge amount on the line there. Charged down by James Blackwell. Oh, it's a knock on though. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Looking like a slippery ball situation there in Napier at the moment. No one's quite able to hang on to that loose ball. And now it is going to be the scrum feed for the Western Force. We have got in there no Force in the West, and we have got all the power in the East nowadays. And we have being Karens and being woke. If Korea and Japan played, they're called the Chi Nation Cup, and come on force, chip kick as well. And that was what they just tried, although it did end up almost getting them in trouble there with the charge down. We have got, oh no, the Waratahs are not looking good at halftime by the looks of it. Down 22-6. I'm crying. I felt bad for the Force that they didn't try. I wish they had a great game next week as well, says Benno Isaac. And we have got Kiwi lads. Won't it be if Australia lost most of the games, only win 3, and the Wallabies win the Bledisloe Cup, says Batman. I believe, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because they do have the first match, and that's only a couple months away. August 7th or August 8th, I think, is the first game. They've been told to play on there at the back of the scrum pry now. Into the hands of Godwin, first receiver once again. Now it's going to be in the hands of Jordan Olawafela. Little offload on the inside, getting driven towards the cameraman there. The ball is somehow still in play. Pryor, it's going to be an awkward one, taken nicely by Lee Warner. Now it's Mayotte looking for a bit of a backline movement. Macaulay now having a bit of a run. But he is well and truly isolated. Now it's going to be Thrush playing halfback once again. Mayotte with a little chip in behind Pulu. Lining it up. Hasn't quite been able to take it now. Salisi Rayasi into the hands of Jordy Barrett. Offload on the outside to Salisi Rayasi. Little chip in behind. It's going to be taken nicely there by Domingo Mayotte. Hit hard in the tackle. And now it's going to be Proctor driving forward. He hasn't actually taken that one, Billy Proctor, has he? What was going on there? I'm not sure who actually touched that ball or where it was going, but I think it was a knock-on against the Hurricanes. And at the moment, it looked like they were on a slip and slide, those boys. They just couldn't quite get back to their feet. But Jordy Barrett offload to Salisi Rayasi, chip over the top, and then from there, it was Billy Proctor and also Salisi Rayasi trying to mark up. Then the ball was loose. Then everyone was falling over, all over the place. Tupulisi, Karefi, and Proctor were fighting over the ball there as well. Did you really think that it was going to be a close match? At the start, said Fred Archer. I feel like the Western Force, they were the side out of the Australian sides that people thought we're going to be able to put up a fight because they had a good game against the Chiefs. Could have won that game with that last kick. And then also not too bad against the Highlanders. 15 points to the 25 of the Highlanders. But then that's the thing. They haven't been able to score that many tries. And I feel like that is what's costing them a little bit here as well. We have got there Hoskins Tutu, says Marco Vanapola Bear. And we have also got Australia only beat NZ once this year. And now it's going to be a penalty to the Western Force. 2 minutes left in this match. And that's the thing, 32 points is the differential. If the Hurricanes get the chance, do they kick this one into touch or do they keep going? The Bok are going to play in Rugby Championship this year. OMG, yay, says Marco Vanapola. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. That is for sure. 13 penalties against the Hurricanes in this match so far against the 9 of the Western Force, but only a minute and a half left in this match. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be doing the games tomorrow as well, as long as there isn't a storm, because it is heading to where I live apparently. So there could be a power out, but we will have to wait and see. But now it is going to be Pryor 30 metres out from their own line here. It's almost another knock-on. Yes, it is. And now they've got the advantage once again here, the Hurricanes. It's going to be Jordy Barrett now trying to find a bit of a gap. Has been tackled hard there. Now it is going to be Roy Guard going to the side, sells a bit of a dummy, but he has had the ball ripped away, and because of it now, it is going to be in the hands of Stunder. Little offload out the back to Thrush. Almost taken by Tavita Kurandrani. Now it's going to be Proctor. It's looking very slippery out there at the moment. In Napier now, it is going to be Proctor. Vinsasso goes into the hands of Ricky Riccatelli. Decides to go the other way. Tackle 40 metres out from the line at the moment. Roy Guard now going to Princep. Only a minute left in this one. And the Hurricanes don't look like they are stopping anytime soon. Now it's going to be James Blackwell driving forward. And it looks like they want one more try. Now it's going to be Roy Guard. Vinsasso on the outside. Little offload to Jordy Barrett. Has gone backwards though. Now it's going to be Ricky Riccatelli. Almost a little knock on there from Ricky Riccatelli. Now they're going to Vita Kurandrani on the short side. He has been tackled. And now it is going to be the situation of almost a penalty against Ricky Riccatelli. But now it's going to be Jack McGregor playing halfback. Goes into the hands of Wagner. We're up to 10 seconds left in this match. Pryor now going to the hands of Stunder. Tackled hard by Billy Proctor. And we are almost at full time. And by the looks of it, I feel like the ball's going to get dropped at some stage soon. It just kind of has happened throughout this one as well. It's an awkward one. Oliver Feller under pressure here. He is going to be almost tackled by Roy Guard. Little offload out the back to Mayotte. They're getting trapped here. They're thinking about kicking this ball out at this stage, the Western Force probably. They are on the 22-metre line at the moment for themselves. He's dropped that ball behind him, but luckily it went backwards. Now it's going to be in the hands of Wagner. Straight over the ball. Almost was the Hurricanes player. Has he got this one? No, it's going to be Jeremy Thrush around the side. Looking for the offload. Was it almost knocked down backwards? Now it's gone back into the hands of Jordy Barrett now. They're firing it wide. This could be a try for the Hurricanes if they do get the chance. Elise Rousey not going on the outside though. Decides to take it on himself. Artie Savia now firing it back into the hands of Scott Scrafton driving forward on the 22 at the moment. The Hurricanes not giving up yet. They want one more try in this match. Alex Fidel now driving forward very nicely. And the Hurricanes holding on to this one for a long time. We'll read the channel very short moment. Billy Proctor goes back. Little offload to Jordy Barrett. Fires it wide to Wes Ouston. He's got the man on the outside, Jordy Barrett. And he's going to score the try, Jordy Barrett. And he is a happy man as well. Throwing the ball into the crowd. That is another try for the Hurricanes. And what a try it is for Jordy Barrett. He has been working hard throughout this competition. Hasn't quite been able to get one, I don't think. Or I think he scored one in the very first match. But that is going to be the last try of this match. Very good skills from the Hurricanes there. I'm going to quickly write on my list of try scorers, Jordy Barrett. And I'm also going to have on the, here we go. Right, there we go. It is all of the tries in this match. There are a lot of them. Right, we have got a whole heap of chat. We have got Lila. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Asset Cool Commentary, thank you very much. As well, we have got in there, sad to see the Aussie side's performance as well, says Ravi. Yeah, unfortunately, like the Western Force, they were the side that everyone thought was going to be the side to be able to, their biggest win against the Force is now going to be the record winning margin, because it was previously plus 35 in 2016. But they have been able to surpass that now. The Western Force, they are looking disappointed. They are one of those sides, though, that look like at the start of the match, maybe it could have been their time, but from there, the Hurricanes just showing how informed they are throughout this competition so far. We have got, will be very even this year. If South Africa have any injuries, NZ will win. But with no injuries, South Africa will win the first game as well. Says Batman. Australia beats NZ and having girls with fake lips as well from Mako Vunapolabia. But now it is going to be the kick from Jordy Barrett from the sideline. Is he going to be able to get this one over? Oh, no, unfortunately for him. Ends up missing that one, Jordy Barrett, but it is still the biggest winning margin for the Hurricanes so far against the Western Force in history. Very good performance, 43 points to the 6 of the Western Force as well. And we have got, we will go in the final as well. Says Ben Isaac, if he played for the Force team, and we have got South Africa to win the Rugby Championship this year on points, but we'll lose into New Zealand in the last game at Eden Park. We have got, I want to play, look after the guys, girlfriends, misses, and wives while having, the guys are playing rugby. Where is this going as well? We have got their wishful thinking dreams. Free bruv as well, says Machu. And we have got, why can't Aussie play decent anymore? Says as well, or that was way earlier. Tell you what, I am a mile behind in the chat. They are showing Salisa Rayasi able to pick up a try in this match alongside a lot of other Hurricanes players as well. We have also got there, why can't Aussie teams play decent anymore? They just seem to not quite be able to get the hang of it, unfortunately, so far. But maybe, who knows, maybe the Waratahs can pull off a huge upset and it will be better off for the Australian teams, Wales, to beat New Zealand in the year, or NZ in the year 2050. And won't get another win until 2100 sometime. Who would be in the team there? Probably these guys, grandkids, to be fair. I'm not wishful, but being truthful as well, says Batman. And boom, Jordy, says Scrum Less. And we have also got Go Hurricanes. You can do it. Stay strong, boys. God is watching you now, says Joseph. And we have also got you're being called the hooker bravo meme position as well. And we have also got, tell you what, the chat is still going quick. I expect normally when the match ends that the chat normally slows down, but that is not the case here. We have had it going extremely quickly. Marco, remember 19-7 as well. And we have also got their Western Force weren't a Super Rugby team till a few months ago, says Football Interests. Yeah, that's the thing. They are one of those sides. I've said it many times, but I hope they do get a win this year. Who have they got left? They've got the Crusaders. That could actually be a very interesting matchup. Ireland to beat New Zealand this year as well, says Batman. And we have also got GT Hurricanes. Thanks for the Force for turning up to play tonight as well, says Machu. And yeah, that's the thing. Only game that is happening tonight, but tomorrow we have got a lot of games. We've got the game at 5:05 p.m. That is going to be the Waratahs versus the Crusaders. The game at 7:15 p.m. the Blues versus the Brumbies. And the game at 9:45 p.m. is going to be between the Reds and the Chiefs. And then on Sunday, we have got the match between the Rebels and the Highlanders. Bro, Chiefs will win because Reds are getting wick. It will be 67-15 as well, says Pino Isaac. Doing a post-match review, Hamish says Scrumless. Do you guys think that I should? I feel like there's plenty to talk about in this match. And we have got, then remember, AV's pump, though, use for third, whatever that scoreline was, just another run over a Welsh side, as ABs normally do. Training run. Yo, says Henry Samuel. Welcome back, mate. Cheer, brother, says OG. NZ as well. Good night, Marco. Good night, Kiwi lads. See you tomorrow. Night, cheer, mate, as well. Says Matthew. See you later. Yes, please, says Henry Samuel. And we have got, can you please do a review, Hamish? And we have got the ABs looking forward pack looking very weak as well, says Batman. And BG said England versus London in the finals for the Rugby World Cup. And that would be an interesting England versus London. That is a interesting matchup, that's for sure. Ireland and Kiwi coach Ronan O'Gara telling the secrets to get any win. Thank you so much for the commentary. Hoping for tighter contests coming up, says Sebastian. Yeah, hopefully we get a close game tomorrow between a couple of these sides. I might actually combine this a little bit, and I may do my post-match review as part of this one, should I? Or do I go into another live stream? Normally I would transfer straight over to another one. Did you see the Eclipse show last night? I did, says Henry Samuel. I was going to. I looked out there at about 11:20, but it didn't actually, or maybe 11:15, and nothing was really happening. And then I went back inside and forgot about it. To be fair, we always got, yes, please do post-match review. It feels like after hours where we can all just chill and be cool, says Scrum Lass. Right. So that sounds like it is going to be the plan. So probably at around 9:05 or 9:10 will be when the post-match review will be starting up. But I will also check. I hardly mention likes on this live stream. I didn't actually set a like goal, and we did hit 50. So I'm very happy with that. So thank you all very much for that. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back tomorrow with another live stream, another 3 for the matches. Kiwi lads after hours sounds R18 as well, says Marco for the Polar Bear. We have got South Africa, Ireland, and France have the best 4-packs in the world, says Batman. And we have also got I build my new shack before Stepdad gets home. As well, says A-Clip. 4th Wales, 5th Scotland, 6th New Zealand, says Batman for the 4-packs. But nonetheless, I think we are at the end of this live stream. Stepdad's misses for his brother as well, says Marco von Apollo Bear. So we will be back at around 9:10 for the post-match review, and I will see you all very shortly.